Hello, good evening. My name is Richard, and this is Over and Over and Over Again. This is another Arsenal women's watch-along. Arsenal women against Barcelona in the Champions League. This game's being played at the Emirates. Arsenal need 1 point. Yes, just 1 point to qualify for the quarter-final. You are watching. So yes, over and over and over again, it is Arsenal women against Barcelona women in the Champions League. It is going to be a big game for Arsenal. Can we bounce back following that really disappointing performance on Sunday in the FA Cup final? Of course, we will talk about that tomorrow on the Arsenal Women's Show, of course. So please join us for that. We have got, of course, the team news in for this game tonight. And this is how the Arsenal women line up. So in goal, it is Manu Zinsberger again, of course. There's some changes at the back, actually. We're not sure if it might be a 5 at the back. But anyway, Maritz looks like she's going to be on the right. Jen Beattie is going to be in the centre. Looks like she'll be joined by Steph Catley, actually, who did drop in there, of course, later on in that game on Sunday. Looks like she's going to be playing there and dropping back into the defence, if I can find a picture. Where are you? Actually, I don't know where she's gone. She's just, there she is. Of course, it's Katie McCabe. How could we miss out Katie McCabe? Then in midfield, of course, we have got, as usual, Frida Manham is in there. Captain, of course, as always, Kim Little as well. And getting a recall to the starting lineup tonight in midfield. Jordan Nobbs, of course, she didn't come on Sunday, so she'll be keen to make an impression tonight. And in the front three, Beth Mead, of course, you wouldn't expect anybody else there. Caitlin Ford, and also as well, Nikita Paris. So that's the Arsenal lineup. Obviously, a few changes. Miedemar's on the bench. Ewa Bocci's on the bench. Leah Walty's on the bench as well. Anna Patton. Woburn Moy, of course, who had a bit of a nightmare, didn't she, on Sunday. She's dropped down to the bench tonight as well, along with Taya Goldie, Vicky Schneiderbeck and Steph Boy as well. So that is the Arsenal lineup then for tonight. The Barcelona team, this is how they are lining up. So it is Panos in goal. It's Ralfo, Pereira, Pardes and Torres is the back four. Then you've got Mariona, Alexis and Bonatti in midfield. And up front, Martin, Tomoso, and a name that I'm going to really struggle to pronounce. I know I am. Komorkovic. There we go. That's their team. So they've actually made a few changes as well. Caroline Graham Hansen's on the bench. Of course, one of their best players as well. So it's going to be an interesting game. Obviously, Barcelona are already through. We, of course, do need a point to guarantee, but we have got another game, of course. Majanda says, I'm not able to go tonight. Oh, that's a shame. But not to worry, you can stay with us here on the channel and enjoy the game, as I'm sure you will. Let's hope that we can. What I want to see is, I mean, let's be honest, we're not expecting to win this game, are we, if we're totally honest? It'd be nice if we did. I don't think we will, personally. But anyway, the most important thing for me is that we, put in a better performance and show that we can actually compete with Barcelona and give them a game at least. Let me just get the score up, actually. I'm a little bit unprepared, actually, due to work and stuff. So just bear with me while I sort me bits and bobs out. Hang on, that's not right, is it? Okay, so we can put that along the bottom now. And then what I need to do is get the score up as well. There we go. And then put that on as well. There we go. So there we go. So we're all sorted now for the game. I'm a little bit surprised, maybe actually, by the Arsenal team lineup. If I'm totally honest, you'd have expected, wouldn't you, that Miedemar would have been playing. Is he looking more ahead to the WSL games now? hoping that we can get the point next week against Hoffenheim to qualify. A little bit of a risky policy, I do think, but anyway, we'll see. But January says, I got a cold from Sunday. I think it was very cold and not feeling very good. No, that's a shame. I was a bit like that last week, actually. Luckily, I recovered in time to go on Sunday, but it was cold, especially later on in the game, wasn't it? It wasn't too bad at the beginning, I didn't think, but yeah, it certainly was cold later on. And then there was nothing much in the game to warm us up, was there, unfortunately, on Sunday. Let's hope that there's a little bit more to get excited about tonight. Hopefully we can put in a good performance. I want to say a good performance. If we won, it would be pretty amazing, really, wouldn't it? But are we expected to win? I'm trying to think which score I like this. That one's probably the best one, isn't it? So yeah. Hopefully it's going to be a good performance. But yeah, there's a few changes, isn't it? It looks as though that they're sort of saying on the telly that it might be a 5 at the back, with Caitlin Ford playing as a wing back. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it will be a back 4 with Steph Catley dropping in alongside Jen Beater. Catley she did finish the game on Sunday as centre back, didn't she? Obviously, we were lacking pace at the back, and I think that helped a little bit, didn't it? So, she's not a bad defender, Catley, either, a one-on-one defender. So I don't think that's a bad choice. It didn't really occur to me before Sunday, actually, that she could have played there. It was only in the closing stages in that game where she played, and I thought, you know what, she played all right there. So yeah, it's a good option, I think, for us. Let's see how she gets on. Obviously, we know it's going to be a tough test against Barcelona, but at least we've got a little bit of pace at the back there. And, she's not bad with the ball either, she says. She will be able to bring it out of defence, maybe play the Leah Williamson role a little bit. Obviously, not as good as Leah Williamson can play, of course. And we saw how desperately we've missed her, particularly, I say, on Sunday. And it's a shame she's missed this big game at the Emirates as well. It's good that the women are playing at the Emirates, isn't it? It hasn't been... It's not something that they've done very often. Of course, the first game of the season against Chelsea, we won 3-2. So a similar result tonight would be fantastic, wouldn't it? But it's not going to be anywhere near a similar game, is it? Because we know what Barcelona are like. We were fortunate, actually, in the away game, wasn't we, that we only conceded 4 in the end. Zinsberger had a great game, didn't she? Saved a penalty as well, plus numerous other saves, of course, as we know. So that was a great game, didn't she? That was a difficult night for us, wasn't it, over there? So let's hope that tonight... I say what I really want to see us do is just compete with Barcelona, give them a good game. And if we can pick up the point that we need to definitely qualify us, then that's happy days, isn't it? And then we can go away really satisfied and look forward to Sunday's game in the WSL against Leicester with a lot more optimism. Because I think it's been a little bit... I think everybody's been feeling a little bit down in the dumps this week following that performance on Sunday. It wasn't just that we lost to Chelsea. Chelsea are a very good side. It was just the manner in which we lost, I think, wasn't it? The way that we played on the day wasn't very good. In fact, it was really, really poor. We never got going. We started badly and never recovered. And yeah, I think that was the main disappointment, really. I mean, I thought we were going to give it a good go at Wembley. I thought we could have give Chelsea a difficult game. And who knows? I was confident that we could have won. But it didn't work out like that, as we know. And, of course, we ended up getting a big defeat in the end. Again, a bit like the Barcelona game, could have been a lot worse, couldn't it? Zinzi again in goal made some good saves, didn't she, on Sunday? So, yeah, we need a response. We need a much better performance tonight. And that's what we want to see, And if the result comes as well, that's even better, isn't it? But that's what I want to see, a performance tonight. And so that we can compete with the best teams. So we struggled against Chelsea. We struggled against Barcelona before. So we really need to, we've got a lot to do tonight, I think, to bounce back from that game, which was, I say, very, very disappointing. There's currently a light show going on at the Emirates, which is quite funky. And it adds to the experience, I suppose. Champions League night at the Emirates. There's not been many of them, has there, in recent years. So this is a good experience for everybody. It seems to be a reasonable crowd in, probably a bigger crowd than there was against Chelsea and in the first WSL game of the season. The more of the ground's open. And of course, the reason why they had to move the kick-off an hour earlier was for that reason, because there's going to be more than 10,000 fans in. And that meant that because of other games going on, although of course the Tottenham game now has been called off, hasn't it? But there's still West Ham are playing. And that was one of the reasons why, because of the size of the crowd. So it's going to be a good crowd, actually. And I'm sure it's going to be a good occasion. Well, it is a good occasion, isn't it? Let's just hope that Arsenal can do a job, and the point would be fantastic, wouldn't it? The next week's game, we can relax, we can make a lot of changes to the side, and just go out and enjoy that game without any pressure. So let's try and get that point tonight. Barcelona just in the tunnel at the moment. They're wearing a all yellow kit with red kind of slashes along the front and red hoops on the socks as well. And their goalkeeper's all in green. They're just about to come out now. Of course, the Ballon d'Or winner leading them out. Of course, as you would expect, Alexia, sorry, not Alexis. Alexis was, of course, our old player. So yeah, they're going to say that in a rather nice yellow kit actually, which is quite cool. Rajendra in the chat there says the FA Cup final. It felt like when we played like Barcelona, we were static until the second half, but it was too late. Yeah, I mean, even the second half, we wasn't much better, was it? If we're honest, we conceded 2 quite soft goals. Well, the first goal in the second half was really soft, wasn't it? And then yeah, we just didn't get going in the FA Cup. We were static for both of us. Yeah, we was. We just looked slow, didn't we? I don't know what was wrong with us on Sunday. You know, did we show them too much respect? Were we just not up for the game enough? I don't know. Chelsea were definitely the much better team, and they fully deserved to win that game. I was just so disappointed with the way that we played. But we will talk about it in a bit more detail, of course, tomorrow night on the Arsenal Women's Show. Obviously, we'll look back on this game as well. Hopefully, a better performance anyway, even if not necessarily a better result. But let's. I mean, I'm confident we can get something out of this game. You know, I'm going to predict the draw. I'm going to predict 1-1 because I do think that we can get a draw. Of course, Arsenal women coming out now wearing the retro kit, the retro tracksuit top, of course, which Arsenal have released today, obviously in time for Christmas. But sometimes I'm sure their media, their marketing department doesn't quite read the room, do they? You know, a lot of Arsenal. It's not been a great week for Arsenal, has it? But they bring out these kits now. I mean, I personally like them, but I like a good retro Arsenal kit. But I don't know. Sometimes the time, I know Christmas is coming up and stuff like that, but I don't know, not the best timing really. But I'm sure they'll sell a lot of them. And I say these tracksuit tops that they're coming out in tonight. I think, what year are they from? Is that 86? Or is it late 89? It might be mine. I think it might be 89 actually. The 89 tracksuit top, very nice. So. A lot bigger fitting than the more modern ones. The one that Kim Little's got on is Swampany. You could probably get 2 people in. I don't know if she's just got a bigger size or the cut of them's not quite the size. I suppose they do women's ones, do they? Perhaps. But anyway, we are about to come out now. The 2 teams out onto the pitch. A very rare Champions League night at the Emirates, and it's the Arsenal women. The men haven't quite been able to do it for the last few years, so the women are showing them the way, as indeed they have been. Anyway, this season from the start, really. The teams are coming out now into the Emirates rain. So Arsenal in these, I do like that tracksuit top. It does take me back to happier days watching Arsenal, actually, when we were quite good. The teams are now lining up, of course, before the start of the game. Barcelona, you have to say that, along with the men's team, that the whole club Barcelona, I've never liked them at all. They have the sort of an arrogance about them, which isn't very nice, really. And, you know, obviously this Barcelona women's team is a very good team, and I'm sure, you know, we're going to find it out again. But I don't know. I just don't like Barcelona, so I want us to beat them, and that would be great. But yeah, I think it's going to be a big, tough ask, isn't it, if we're going to do it? So a few changes to the Arsenal team tonight. A few I'm a little bit surprised about. I've got to be honest. I was expecting, obviously, Viv to start in this game. But I'm not surprised. Unfortunately, Lotte Wouben has been left out. I have to say her performance on Sunday in the final was probably one of the worst Arsenal defensive performances individually I've seen, men or women, for a very long time. I felt a bit sorry for her because, you know, she got absolutely taken apart by Sam Kerr and Fran Kirby. And that was, you know, I did feel a bit sorry for her. But ultimately, you know, she's got to learn, and she's got to learn quickly. And I think it's the right decision to leave her out of the firing line tonight because if she'd been given another lesson tonight, then that could have knocked her confidence for a long time. So it's a good management that was actually from Jonas, leaving her out. I say I'm not quite sure what the issue is with Viv. But anyway, she is on the bench, and I'm sure she'll come on and play a part at some stage in the game tonight. She didn't really get a kick, did she, to be fair, in the first game over there. I think it'll be a different game tonight, though, at the Emirates. I really do. I'm sure it's a different referee because that referee was horrendous, if you remember, last time. But anyway, let's see what it's like. Hopefully, we'll be allowed to tackle Barcelona players tonight without getting yellow cards. Empress 29 is in the chat. Good evening, Richard. Good evening to you, mate. How you doing? what a front putting our new kit after the elimination of the team. Yeah, exactly. I was saying that a bit before. The timing sometimes they don't kind of get it right, do they? Quite often when they release stuff. But I guess it is Christmas coming up, and they need to release it in enough time for people to buy it before Christmas, I suppose. So you can understand why. But yeah, we've done it before, haven't we? When we've come off the back of 2 or 3 bad performances, and they release a new kit or a new bit of gear, and it's like, come on, you know what I mean? Get the timing of it right, and you'll probably sell more as well, to be fair. But anyway, I suppose Christmas is Christmas, isn't it? Whatever. Anyway, we are about to kick off here at the Emirates. What's going to be a good game. I'm sure it'll be a good game. Let's just hope that Arsenal turn up tonight and put in a better performance than what we did, of course, at the weekend. Arsenal are going to be kicking off, attacking the goal to our right in this first half, which is the clock end at the Emirates, for those of you who know the stadium. So that's the way we're going to be kicking off in the first half of this game. And the players are just taking the knee. The Arsenal in the red kit, of course, with the white sleeves, white sides as well, actually, white socks and white shorts, and Barcelona in yellow with red stripes across the front and red hoop socks as well. But Arsenal kicks off now. We're attacking the goal to our right at the clock end in the first half, just knocking it around at the back in the early stages here. Andy's in the chat. How you doing, Andy? Evening, mate. Hope you're well. Looking forward to the game, I'm sure. It looks like a pretty decent crowd at the Emirates. So well done to everybody for coming along and supporting the girls tonight. You know, following that disappointment on Sunday, sorry. I could only do one or the other. I chose the cup final. Perhaps it was the wrong choice now looking back. But anyway, let's see what happens tonight first. We've got a throw in at the moment anyway, which Katie McCabe is going to take. She looks as though she's playing left back, or it could possibly be wing back. It's still difficult to quite see the exact formation for Arsenal, but we've got an early opportunity here trying to get Beth Median down that far side, but Barcelona do clear the ball away. But it's only as far back now as Steph Catley. She plays it back to Zinsberger, who is midway inside the Barcelona half. She plays it to Jem Beattie and then gets it back. Because this is what Arsenal did on Sunday. Tried to play it around from the back. Chelsea closed us down and ended up getting a very early goal. Let's see if we've learned from that. Again, Katie McCabe almost loses it there. Frida Manham steps in. And then the ball's now gone long from Steph Catley, but there's no one up there for Arsenal. It looks as though Paris is going to be on the right-hand side, Beth Mead on the left, and Caitlin Ford through the centre, as we probably expected she would. But now Barcelona are coming forward down that far side with Hermoso. She did quite well there, but Barcelona just got possession now, just inside their own half, striding forward over halfway, looking to be the first attack of the game for Barcelona. Arsenal closing them down quicker. We've actually settled into this game a bit quicker than we did on Sunday, but we've just conceded a free kick, have we? No, the referee plays on. It was a foul, actually. I think it was Beth Mead fouled the Barcelona player there, but it wasn't given because Barcelona kept the ball. And Barcelona now coming forward. A little flick there by Hermoso, but Arsenal do deal with that and clear it, but not very far. It comes back to Hermoso again, but Frida Manham steps in, and now it's gone back to Zinsberger. We've already started this game slightly better than we did on Sunday. We certainly had a lot more possession in the first 2 minutes than we did at Wembley, where we were under the cosh pretty much from the start, wasn't we? And we went a goal behind after 3 minutes. So it certainly seems to be going better so far. We've got another throw over on the far side, which Katie McCabe is going to take. I think that was a mistake from Jonas, wasn't it, at the weekend, to play Katie McCabe further up the pitch. I thought she would have been better off playing left back, give a little bit of pace on the cover in defence, and maybe that should have been how we should have gone. Maybe played Keats up front in the forward position instead, or perhaps Bocci. But I think he got that wrong, Jonas. He hasn't got much wrong this season, but he definitely got that one wrong, I thought, at the weekend. And also, he didn't change it quickly enough, did he, when it wasn't working at the back? We needed a bit more pace. Maybe he should have put Steph Catley into centre back a bit earlier, maybe at half time, because Woober Moy was really struggling, wasn't she? And I say she has been left out of the team tonight. Gary of DWT is in chat. Hey, mate, I hope you're well. He says, good evening, Rich. No, Viv. Jonas knows. He knows, I hope. Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a strange one. I was a bit shocked when I saw that, but, maybe she's still feeling a little bit, maybe she's feeling the effects of Sunday. Maybe he thought it was best to give her a rest. Bearing in mind, we have got another game in this group to get the point that we need. And it's a really important game, isn't it, at the weekend in the WSL now. I know it's bottom of the table, Leicester, but we have to win that game. So maybe he's got half an eye on that as well, Jonas, which is understandable. But, tonight's game is important, and let's see if we can get this point that we need. Barcelona are currently in possession. They've been in possession for the last couple of minutes, but not really penetrating our defensive line. We've looked a lot more solid already in this game. We've played 4 minutes. It is still 0-0. Nikita Paris gives away a foul there on Roffello, and it's going to be a free kick to Barcelona. Andy says, yeah, I'm afraid this is the kind of game where our key players would be Lee, Tobin and Viv. Yeah, you're right. So I'm thinking that it is the third game against Barca. Jonas and the team should have figured them out. Let's hope so. But we will see what happens. It's not been a bad start from Arsenal defensively, certainly. You can see that they've worked on the things that went wrong early on against Chelsea. And we've certainly looked, Barca haven't come flying out of the blocks as Chelsea did. Of course, Barcelona don't need to win this game. They have already qualified. It's just obviously if we were to win, we'd have a chance of actually topping the group, which would be incredible, wouldn't it? So as long as Barcelona don't lose, I'm sure they'll be reasonably content because they've done the job already. But we still need a point, of course. So let's hope that we can get it tonight. And Nikita Paz has just given the ball away there in a dangerous area. And Barcelona have picked it up again. They've kept a lot of possession. You'd expect that, though. The first 5 minutes, they've had most of the possession. They're coming forward now down his near side. Nikita Paris does really well there defensively. Does make you wonder again why she didn't play on Sunday more. She could have certainly helped out the defence in that first half. But anyway, Kim Little's battling away for the ball in midfield. Does really well, the captain there, as you'd expect. Battled really well there. Won the ball in midfield. And now Arsenal can start and attack Beth Mead right over on that far touchline. First time Arsenal can really come forward with any purpose. But she's tackled there, actually. That was a good tackle on Beth Mead by, not sure it was which Barcelona defender it was. But anyway, Ryan there from Mr. Arsenal Podcast. Is it the first two that go through or just the winners? No, it is the first two. So we will qualify as runners-up if we get a point tonight or a point next week against Hoffenheim if we do lose this game. So, yeah, it's the top two. But obviously, if we come second in the group, we'll get a group winner, which could be Chelsea. Or it might not be because they only drew last night and they could actually still get knocked out. But anyway, all that's to be decided. But, yeah, the top two go through. So we need to make sure that we get the job done. And, second place will get us through. But we want to win the group. Of course we do. And we want to beat Barcelona because they're Barcelona. And what better team to beat? Anyway, they're coming forward now. Hermoso, that's a good ball inside the penalty area. Jem Beattie defending pretty well, actually. Does really well. Concedes a corner, but it was good defending. So well played, Jem Beattie there. Khan's in the chat here, mate. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. He says, evening, Rich. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Missing the game tonight, so thought I'd tune in. No, cheers, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. And Ryan again says, FA Cup final defensively was all over the place straight from the off. Yeah, we were. That was dreadful, wasn't it? First, and what annoyed me was that he didn't change it quickly enough, did he? You could see we were struggling for pace. He should have changed it sooner than he did. But anyway, that's gone now. We've lost it. It's done. Luckily, it was last season's final. This is this season's Champions League. Cross comes into Barcelona. Actually, a good header away. I think that was Beth Mead actually at the far post. Good defensive header, actually. Looks like everybody's now doing their job defensively for the team tonight, following, the other day when nobody seemed to want to defend. And Khan says, yeah, we got turned a new one at Wembley. Yeah, we did. That was horrible to watch, wasn't it? I did feel sorry for some of the girls, especially Lotte Wu and Moy, who got absolutely taken apart by the Chelsea forwards and Jem Beattie as well. And it's no surprise that Wu and Moy has been left out of the team tonight to try and recover a bit of confidence. Jordan Nobbs there with a long ball forward, but not to anybody in particular, and it's gone all the way through to the goalkeeper, Panos, who just gets the ball from outside the area and plays a short ball to Pereira for Barcelona. Again, comfortable on the ball, aren't they? But they're going to be because they're Barcelona, and that's what Barcelona do, don't they? But it's certainly been a better start. It's nearly 8 minutes played here at the Emirates. It is still 0-0. Barcelona haven't really had an effort at goal yet. We haven't either, but they're certainly not ripping us apart as clearly as they did in the first game, or indeed as Chelsea did at the weekend. So everybody's getting behind the ball. We've really got a much better defensive shape. But cross comes in. There was an opportunity there at the near post for Hermoso, but we managed to get it clear just about. But yeah, we've got a lot better defensive shape. And watching this, it makes me wish we'd started like this on Sunday, because who knows? We may have ended up getting a better result. But anyway, as I said, that's gone now. We have to forget that. and look ahead and look forward and see what we could do. But Barcelona again with a lot of possession. They're just about 25 yards outside the penalty area. Tried to dink a ball through. Good covering that was by Emirates. But again, Barcelona pick up the loose ball. We're under a bit of pressure in terms of certainly territorially, but Barcelona aren't really getting in and behind us yet. They might do now over on that far side. Cross comes in again. It's overhit, but it is going to come all the way across to the far side to the player whose name I can't pronounce, and I'm not going to try just in case I get it wrong. I know her name's Anne-Marie, so maybe we'll just call her that for now, shall we? Again, Arsenal defend that well, actually, and get it clear. Nikita Paris, who's actually working hard defensively so far. Maybe she's making a case that she should be starting a few more games. Barcelona lose the ball in midfield, free the man now for Arsenal. Coming forward, that was a poor decision, actually. Bethmead was outside her on the left. She should have gone that way. Instead, she did. But now we've won the ball back anyway. Coming forward, a shot from Jordan Nobbs. She tries to chip the keeper. Oh, it's just over the top. Brushed the top of the goal there. Brilliant that was from Jordan Nobbs. It looked as though we'd maybe not made the most of that attack, actually. It was Frida Manor made the wrong decision. She should have gone out to Bethmead on the left. Jordan Nobbs won the ball back in midfield, and then from about 30 yards, tried to dink it over the goalkeeper. It just brushed the top of the net. Really good effort that was from Nobbs. Another player with maybe a point to prove, having been left out at Wembley. And we've got a comment here from Chloe in the chat, says, thanks listening from UG. Would that be Uganda, is it? What's the lineup for Arsenal? The lineup for Arsenal, it's Zinsberger in goal. It's Moritz, Beattie, Catley and McCabe, Manham, Little and Nobbs, and then Mead, Ford and Paris. So a few changes from Sunday, which was expected, I suppose. And Gary says, Arsenal forcing turnover in midfield looks like a good strategy. No, it does. It's I don't know whether or not lessons have been learnt from Sunday. Perhaps they have. But we've certainly got a much better shape about us tonight than we did on Sunday, haven't we? Certainly defensively, we've got a much better shape. We seem to be a lot more solid in midfield as well. And that it's good to see that. When a team has a bad performance and the manager maybe gets things wrong, you want to see a response in the next game. And yes, it's only 11 minutes played and it is still 0-0, but certainly defensively we look a lot better. It's better structure to the team, and we're looking okay so far. And we came close to a goal then, didn't we? Jordan Nobbs' effort there, that was a brilliant effort. So it's been a pretty good start from Arsenal. I'm pretty happy. So that's good. So here we go now. Another attack for Arsenal. Moritz, good play that was from Caitlin Ford. Good turn, but she in the end she got the ball taken off her by Pereira, and it's now back with the Barcelona goalkeeper Panos. And Rajendra says there, how are Barcelona winning the challenges? They're not winning them all, are they? I think we're doing all right so far. And David in the chat there says, this Arsenal team misses Williamson's fits. Yeah, 100%. 100% we do. Not only in defence, but the way she brings the ball out and plays the ball over the top and creates attacks as well. And Glow in the chat there says, is Tobin on subs? No, she's not. I think she's still injured. They're not sure how long she's going to be out for. But no, she's not even on the bench again. She's struggling at the minute to get fit, which is a shame because we know what quality she's got and she would have made a big difference on Sunday. But Barcelona got another corner on this near side. Again, it was good defensive work from Nikita Paris. Been really impressed with her start to this game, certainly defensively, working really, really hard for the team. This corner comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed out by Jem Beattie, only to a Barcelona player there, and they've managed to keep possession again, knocking it around pretty comfortably. But Arsenal, again, have got everyone behind the ball. Good defensive shape this is from Arsenal. Cross comes in from that far side, headed away by Beattie this time. But again, Barcelona pick up the loose ball, and again, it's played out to that far side. Barcelona aren't rushing, they're just keeping possession. At the moment, it is, of course, Alexa on the ball, the Ballon d'Or winner for Barcelona, the captain. Played out to that far side. Cross comes in again. Header comes in. Oh, good save from Zinsberger. I think that was just about creeping in that header. It was a header from about 18 yards, actually. Unusual to see a header from that far out. Good header, in fact, it was. It was a kind of a low cross, actually. But it was a good header. And it was just about going to creep in. It was a good header, actually, from, I think it was Martins with the header. And it was a good save from Zinsberger. It's her first real save she's had to make. And it is a corner, which Alexa's going to take over on that far side. That was a good save from Zinsberg. Of course, by this point in the game away in Barcelona, she'd made about 4 saves, hadn't she? She might have to make another one here. Good defensive header from Jem Beattie from that corner. Arsenal still struggling to get it away. A shot comes in, it actually strikes a Barcelona player. Second shot comes in and it strikes an Arsenal defender who's gone down. I think it might be Jem Beattie. The referee has now stopped the game. The first shot came in, I think it actually struck a Barcelona player. And then the second shot, it is Jem Beattie that's gone down. The ball hit her in the face, I think it was. Brave defending that was from Beattie there. The first shot, it did hit a Barcelona player. It fell to the striker and her shot hit Jem Beattie straight in the face from about 4 yards away from her. So that would be a painful one. And she's now getting treatment inside the Arsenal 6-yard box. But we've defended well so far. I'm really pleased about that, actually, because, you know, it was a worry, wasn't it, after Sunday, worried how we would cope, how we'd get on defensively against this team. But we've certainly looked a lot more solid. But Beattie's back on her feet again. She's just going to trot over to this near side before she can go back on again, having received treatment. Good to see her back up on her feet again. It obviously would be a painful one, that, on a cold night when you get the ball kicked in your face from very, very close range. But he's going to be a drop ball now. The referee did stop the game for that head injury. And she's going to drop the ball to Barcelona, which Mariana will take. And Barcelona just keep possession. Passing it around quickly now. The ball played to the edge of the box there. Alexa plays across to the far post. Good defensive header that was from Katie McCabe. Finds Beth Mead. But again, Arsenal can't keep possession. It's always difficult, isn't it, when you haven't got the ball? Arsenal working hard, though, to keep their defensive shape when they don't have the ball. Play to this near side this time. Cross comes in towards the far post, towards the edge of the 6-yard box, but it's gone out, has it? Yep, it has gone out. It's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. Relieve a little bit of pressure there. 15 and a half minutes played. Arsenal 0, Barcelona 0. It's been a decent start from Arsenal, not so much from an attacking perspective, but certainly defensively, we've looked a lot more solid. We're restricting. Barcelona haven't really got behind us yet. Just that one save from Zinsberger from the header that came in from Martins just a few moments ago. Good save. Other than that, though, Barcelona haven't really had any opportunities to score. 16 minutes played, which is encouraging. Let's see if we can actually grow into the game in a more attacking sense, which should be good, and actually give us a chance to get a goal. But we've just conceded a free kick. Caitlin Ford inside the centre circle, slightly overly enthusiastic there on Alexia, and it is a free kick to Barcelona, which they've taken quickly over on that far side in the yellow kit. Barcelona looking quite smart, has to be said, here at the Emirates. It's a big crowd and it's a good crowd. It's good to see that the women are getting a stage like this to play an important game, and it's good to see that the fans have come out and supported them as well. So well done everybody involved in that. Jordan Nobbs has just won the ball strongly in midfield. It has gone out for a throw to Barcelona on its near side, which Raffolo is going to take, gets it back. And Barcelona again keeping possession in midfield, but not really doing much in an attacking sense at the moment. But now the ball's out on that far side. A cross comes in again towards a penalty spot. It's an Arsenal head. It was Moritz with that header. Jordan Nobbs tries to force the ball forward in midfield, but Arsenal can't get it clear. Moritz was in again. That was a decent clearance that time towards Caitlin Ford, but again, she couldn't keep possession, and Barcelona again have picked up the ball, knocking it around in midfield in typical Barcelona style. But that was a poor ball, actually, and it's gone out for an Arsenal goal kick. And again, we've got an opportunity to regroup and relieve a little bit of the pressure. 17 and a half minutes played. We've actually probably come closest to a goal, actually. That shot from Jordan Nobbs from about 30 yards just brushed the top of the net as it went over. Good effort that was. The nearest Barcelona have come was a header from about 18 yards from Martins, which I think may have crept into the corner, but Zinsberger got down across and touched it behind. Other than that, Barcelona haven't really threatened a goal as yet. Majandra says there, Barcelona now have to fall when they lose a challenge. Yeah, well, that's what they did in the first game, didn't they? They liked falling over. So they win a free kick instead. Yeah, that's what they do, don't they? Glow says, yeah, what is Arsenal's possession? At the moment, it was the last time it came up, it was about 33%. So not much at the moment. But you wouldn't have expected much more, would you? Let's be fair. It's, Barcelona are a possession team, aren't they? What's important that we do is that without the ball, we've got to keep our shape well. We've got to get people, we got to put them under a bit of pressure, like Jordan Nobbs was just doing there in midfield, and hopefully then we can maybe force a mistake or, you know, force a turnover of possession, and then who knows, we might be able to catch them on the counter attack. But they're coming forward again down this near side. Barcelona, Nikita Paris is across again. Good defensive play from her, almost playing out a right back. Nikita Paris in these early stages here tonight. Ball played through. It was flicked on by Hermosa there, but in the end, again, Arsenal defended it well. But Barcelona again have picked up possession, knocking the ball around, I say, in midfield, looking to pull Arsenal apart. But at the moment, they haven't done a good defensive shape again from Arsenal. It's almost a 10-player defence at the moment, but we've got to frustrate Barcelona, haven't we? And if we can do that, you never know, chances may come at the other end as the game wears on. Nikita Paris again working really hard defensively. I'm liking what she's doing there. Shot comes in from distance there from Mariona, but it's a comfortable save for Zinsberger. That shot was from about 25, 30 yards out, straight at the Arsenal goalkeeper. Pretty comfortable save. But this is what we're restricting Barcelona to at the moment, long-range efforts. Arsenal, just a yellow card, an early yellow card for a Barcelona player. We've definitely got a different referee. It was a foul on Beth Mead over on that far side. The Barcelona player is looking a little bit shocked to have got a yellow card. To be fair, I didn't see it because they were showing a replay of the previous shot, actually. It's Torjon who's got the yellow card for Barcelona. Let's have a look at it again. The ball came into Beth Mead and, she slid right through the back of her. I don't know quite what she's complaining about for a yellow card. That's the most blatant yellow card you'll see. She's pointing to say she got the ball, and she may well have done, but you can't slide through the back of a player like that. Beth Mead is back on her feet again. She's a tough cookie, isn't she, Beth? So you wouldn't expect her to stay down too long. She is back up again, and it is the first yellow card's gone to Barcelona. So very different to the first game over there when all their players got booked for just looking at a Barcelona player the wrong way. Now Arsenal coming forward. Nikita Paris, opportunity now in a forward area. Don't quite know what she was trying to do there. She just knocked the ball straight through to the Barcelona goalkeeper. That wasn't great from Keats there. I say she's done well defensively so far, but going forward there, very, very sloppy ball. We're not going to get that many opportunities, probably, are we? So when we do attack, we've got to show better quality than that. We've got to try to create an opportunity for a shot at goal. This is better in midfield. Frida Manham now finds Beth Mead over on that far side. Beth Mead running at the Barcelona defence. She briefly has to turn and plays it back to captain Kim Little. Now it's Jem Beattie. This is the best spell of possession Arsenal had for a while, actually. Moritz now plays it back to Jem Beattie. Arsenal just trying to knock the ball around. Beattie there and Frida Manham exchanging passes, and then she exchanges passes with Jordan Nobbs. That's a very short pass, and we've given the ball away. This is a terrible mistake there from Jem Beattie. Catley wasn't switched on. This could be an opportunity, and it is. It's a goal for Barcelona. You cannot afford to give the ball to them in that area, and they have scored. It's Damarty with the goal, an absolute gift. Halfway through this first half, Jem Beattie it was. A short pass. Catley wasn't expecting it. She was on her heels, and it was Bernardi there who was alert and alive, got onto the ball. Catley tried to get back, actually. Looked like she had done quite well at first, but she managed to squeeze the shot through across Catley and into the far corner of the net. Not the start Arsenal wanted in terms of the goal. It's very, very sloppy, that is. You know, you get away with that in a WSL maybe in some games, but you're not going to get away with that against a team like Barcelona. And Barcelona have scored, but we've gifted them the goal, having defended so well actually for 21 minutes. We then go and do something stupid like that, gift them a goal, and now it's going to make it 10 times harder, isn't it? As Gary says, a very poor way to give away that chance. Yeah, it was terrible, terrible. You know, Barcelona don't need that help today to score goals. They've got enough quality. And that was just terrible. But now Arsenal won the ball back high up the pitch. Jordan Nobbs exchanges passes with Nikita Paris, but again, Barcelona win it back. The one thing you've got to say about this Barcelona team, as great as they are on the ball, they are very good at winning it back as well, aren't they? Very quickly. It's the benchmark, isn't it? You know, the European champions, it is the benchmark for teams. And it just goes to show you, doesn't it? You know, one mistake from Arsenal, who've played pretty well for 20-odd minutes. One mistake and they punish her, and that's what the best teams do. And now we have got to really work hard. Frida Manham does well there, but actually she gave away a free kick by pulling back Alexia, so sorry, I keep calling her Alexis, so I have to stop doing it. And Barcelona have now got Alexia, sorry, and Barcelona have now got a free kick, which they've taken quickly. So yeah, just goes to show, doesn't it, against these good teams, you cannot afford to make any mistakes or you're likely to get punished. And we were there. It was a combination, really, a terrible pass from Jem Beattie, but Catley was on her heels, wasn't ready at all. And although she did get back well, showing that extra bit of pace at the back that we lacked at the weekend, but the quality there of Bamate, and it is 1-0 to Barcelona, which is a shame. I say a terrible way to give away a goal, but suddenly Barcelona have given the ball away. Beth Mead picks it up for Arsenal, but again, Barcelona win it back. They don't mind a challenge, do they, for all their wonderful skills that they've got. They lost the ball and won it back. We lost the ball. We wasn't able to win it back, and we've conceded a goal as a result. All that hard work that we put in just undermined by one sloppy pass and a little bit of static defending. So Catley was asleep. Not a normal position, so maybe we can slightly forgive her, but anyway, you've got to be switched on. You've got to be more switched on than that in that position, and she wasn't, and we've been made to pay. We have conceded the goal. The game's got a similar pattern to before the goal. Barcelona keeping a lot of possession in Arsenal's final third, but not really getting in behind us, getting the ball wide again there. Again, Nikita Paris does really well defensively as a right back. But now Barcelona coming forward again. It's the goal scorer. Bamati there does well. Plays it back to Marianne. That's a long cross to the far post, but Zinsberger's there. Takes that one, and now she throws it out short to Katie McCabe. That's a poor ball. We've got to keep the ball better. And Barcelona again. Caitlin Falls conceded a foul, and now she's going to get a yellow card. The Barcelona player made a lot of that, as they tend to do. She's back on her feet again now, surprisingly enough, as soon as the yellow card's given. Very poor play that was there from the Barcelona player. It was actually Alexia who that was there. I mean, she did catch it. There's no doubt it was a foul, but she made a lot more of it, and Caitlin Falls ended up getting herself a yellow card. It's her second foul. Maybe that's part of the reason, but yeah, I didn't enjoy that from that Barcelona at all. Regenda says we were attacking and why send the ball back? Yeah, the problem is it's getting that movement up front, isn't it, to try to pull them apart. Gary says Arsenal is frustrated when they knew how good this team is. Have to stay composed. No, exactly. We have to stay composed. We have to keep ourselves in the game. It is only 1-0, so anything can happen. A set piece. We know we've got goals in us. I know we didn't score at the weekend, but we have got goals in this team. We've got players who can score. So we just need to keep ourselves in the game, keep switched on. But Barcelona now have got an opportunity. Is it going to be 2-0? Oh, that was missed, was it? It's offside anyway. We've got to let off there. It was Martins with that shot. But I think the offside flag was up anyway. Almost 2-0. Again, one or two little passes on the edge of the penalty area. Arsenal found it difficult to cope, but it wasn't offside. The correct decision as well. Well played. The lineswoman over on that far side give offside. And then when the shot came in, it did go wide. And it is a free kick anyway to Arsenal. Zinsberger's going to take. She goes long. Up towards halfway. Paris knocks it down to Jordan Nobbs. Tries to give it back to Nikita Paris, but it wasn't a good pass there from Nobbs. It's gone out for a throw to Barcelona again on this near side. When we do get the ball, we have got to try to keep it better, keep possession of the ball. It's very difficult, isn't it, when you're chasing shadows? So when we get it, we've got to keep it for a lot longer period of time and just see if we can grow into the game a bit more. Barcelona coming forward again. That's a good ball up this near side. A little bit of space now. Cross comes in towards the near post. It's a goal, is it? Oh, no, it is a goal. It's gone in. It looked like Zinsberger had saved it, but she didn't. And it is Hermosa with the goal. The cross from the left-hand side. First time they had a little bit of space there. The shot came in. Could Zinsberger have saved that? It was quite close to her. But it's Hermosa with the goal. The good ball actually inside Nikita Paris out on this near side. A cross coming to the edge of the 6-yard box. First time shot. it was straight at Zinsberger, but it was close range, and she tried her best to try to keep it out. She did look like she'd got enough on it, but it's not quite managed to keep it out. A good cross that was from the left-hand side. Arsenal couldn't quite get rid of it. Beat two defenders, and if you give a striker of that quality that much space on the edge of the 6-yard box, there's only ever going to be one outcome. And again, not great defending from Arsenal. And after a decent start, we're now starting to struggle a little bit in this game. It is now 2-0 to Barcelona, 29 minutes gone. And yeah, the point that we wanted, that we needed to qualify seems a long way off now. But now we've got a chance here. Nikita Paris down this near side. Can we get a goal back straight away? Nikita Paris cuts inside the Barcelona penalty, and Nikita Paris looks to get a shot away. She does. Was it deflected? It wasn't, I don't think. The referee's gone back to maybe book somebody. Bit greedy that was from Paris, actually, to be fair. She had other options. She could have played the ball across. Ryan says, yeah, what was that from the defence and Zinsberger? Well, it was. I blame the defence. That there was two defenders completely missed the ball. Oh, what a shame. They just got a booking there for Alexis, the Ballon d'Or winner. Tried to get, well, she did get Caitlin Ford booked just a minute ago. She's now got a yellow card of her own, so that's a shame, isn't it? But that was a poor decision. That was from Nikita Paris. She had options. She went herself a weak shot that went wide, but at least we had an attack. No, I thought that was more the defence's fault, actually. You can't let a cross get past two defenders and leave a striker there with, from 4 yards with a free shot at goal. Yeah, Zinsberger was unlucky, I thought, but terrible defending. But now cross comes in from Emirates from the near side straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. This is a bit better from Arsenal now. That's two attacks that we've had in the last couple of minutes, which was more than we had in the previous 30. So a little bit better that was from Arsenal, but 2-0 down, it's a long way back, isn't it? A bit like on Sunday when it was a similar scoreline, wasn't it? So it's a shame because I thought we'd started this game pretty well defensively, but then two bad errors. There's a coach, I don't know if it's a Barcelona coach or if it's an Arsenal coach, who's down right up the other end of the pitch. I thought there was a technical where your coaches wasn't allowed to come out of, but he's right up there doing some coaching. In fact, he's now been sent back by the fourth official, rightly so. It's Maritz's throw for Arsenal, though, just not far away from the penalty on this near side for Arsenal. Opportunity to maybe get the ball into the box. Caitlin Ford, again, Arsenal got another throw. They know it's given to Barcelona. And Empress 29 says, yeah, bit of an uphill struggle now. Yeah, it's going to be an uphill struggle. It was an uphill struggle to start with, really, but even more so now, of course, at 2-0 down. Which Andrew says we need to fight like this now. Yeah, we do. We do need to fight. But now Barcelona have got a little bit of space coming forward with Bonita, the first goal scorer, plays it out to that far side, played across the 6-yard box. It comes back to Bonita. Again, a good block, actually. Jem Beattie threw herself at that. Brave defending. But every time Barcelona are able to move the ball quickly in and around the penalty area, they look like they're going to get a chance. The shot comes in there from distance, but it is straight at Zinsberger, who this time makes a comfortable save. It is Arsenal 0, Barcelona 2, 32 minutes played at the Emirates. Every time Barcelona coming forward now, we're looking a little bit more shaky at the back. We look pretty good for 20 minutes, but we gave away a soft goal, and now we've got it all to do. But we've looked a little bit better in going forward now. We're coming forward again down that far side with Katie McKay. That's a nice ball inside to Beth Mead. This could be good from Arsenal. Nikita Paris, she was free there. Poor ball from Beth Mead, unusually for her. Nikita Paris, she seems to be getting a lot of space, actually. In terms of passes completed, Barcelona have had 254, Arsenal have completed 74, and that is why it is 2-0. That is why Barcelona are the European champions, and that is why it's always going to be a difficult night for Arsenal. But anyway, we have to keep battling away, keep ourselves in the game. You never know. We have had one or two little opportunities, and if we could get a goal back before half-time, it will change the whole complexion of this game, won't it? And give us something to really fight for in the second half. The next goal could decide this game, actually. If Barcelona get a third goal, you have to say it is game over. But Arsenal now back in possession in midfield. Kim Little plays it to his near side to Noel Moritz. Plays up line to Nikita Paris. She tried to play it on towards Caitlin Ford, I think it was, but a Barcelona defender was in the way, and Jem Beattie in the end gets it back to Zinsberger. Empress Renard says, then Richard, if we get knocked out of the Champions League, do we get Europa League like the men? No, there isn't a Europa League competition for the women, so this is it. To be fair, we only need a point next week against Hoffenheim because we did have a big win against them. We could even probably survive a narrow victory, a narrow defeat. But let's hope we can get the point tonight, maybe. But I still think we can get through this group. I said that at the start. Second place was what we really had to fight for. Let's be honest. You know, finishing above Barcelona was always going to be a tough ask, wasn't it? So it was always second place, and that's still on the cards. It's still in our hands next week, isn't it? If we can get a point away at Hoffenheim, we do go through. So we need to cling on to that, don't we? But no, there's no Europa League, unfortunately. This is it. We either get through this or Europe is over for another year. The Barcelona now looking for that third goal. Shot from distance there, high over the crossbar. That was from Mariona, and it is going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. 10 minutes from half time we are. It's been a difficult first half, but you wouldn't have expected anything else really. But we have had one or two moments. We've perhaps attacked more in the first half in this game than we did in the first half over there. Because it was 2-0 at half time in Barcelona, wasn't it? And we conceded that third goal right at the start of the second half, and then it became a totally different game, didn't it? We did get a goal back in the end before Barcelona got another one, and then didn't he save the penalty at the end? So yeah, it's been a similar sort of game so far. Only the away game, Barcelona had probably 10, 11 good chances in that first half, didn't they? And Zinsberger made some great saves. Barcelona actually tackling themselves, and they still come away with the ball. Just goes to show what a great team they are. It's been a tough week, hasn't it? These two games back to back against two of the best teams in Europe. In fact, the two teams that contested the Champions League final last year, Barcelona and Chelsea. Really tough to be playing them so close together, and having lost heavily to Chelsea now, this is becoming even more difficult. But again, cross from that near side, and Zinsberger this time just about holds on to the ball as Barcelona again threatening a third goal. Again, there's a lot of space down there, left-hand side, just onside there. Looked like it was just onside. Yeah, Emirates was playing her on. And that cross again to a similar area from the second goal, actually. But this time it was a little bit too close to Zinsberger, and she was able to grab it at the second attempt. But Barcelona, again, giving the ball away far too easily, allowing Barcelona time to pick their passes. We've got to be better when we do get it, because we're not really getting it very often, are we? You know, it's looking like in this first half we're going to be lucky if we've completed 100 passes. That's how difficult it's been in this game. And Glow says there, is Iwabochi playing? If not, they bring her on. Now she's on the bench, so maybe she will come on. We could do a little player like her, couldn't we? A little bit of extra quality on the ball, because that's what we've been lacking. We've still got a pretty decent defensive shape for the most part, but we're just not keeping possession of the ball when we do get it. The focus tonight has been on defending, but of course when you've gone 2-0 down, there's only so much defending is going to get you, isn't it? It's not going to get you much, is it, out of a game when you're losing 2-0 against a team of this quality. At some point we are going to have to maybe risk conceding more goals to try to get one back. It worked over there, didn't it? We had a good spell. We got a goal. I think we had one disallowed as well, didn't we? I think Keats had, was it disallowed or cleared off the line or something, wasn't it? I know we had another opportunity to get another goal. So we know we can get chances against this team. We've had one or two little moments so far, but it has been a very, very difficult 37 minutes for Arsenal, as we expected it to be. But we just got to keep the ball better when we get it. At the moment, Barcelona just comfortably knocking it around. The game's got quite a similar pattern to Sunday's cup final. Arsenal sitting deep and allowing the opposition the ball. Ryan's in the chat. He says, thoughts on the special treatment the Spuds are getting with their outbreak compared to when we were forced to play Brentford. I mean, I think it's a slightly different situation, isn't it? One, the number of cases apparently Tottenham have got is a lot more. Secondly, we're in the winter. We've just had extra restrictions brought in. We played Brentford in the summer when perhaps things were a little bit different. Let's bear in mind as well that there was a positive test for our manager, which actually shut down the whole of football, didn't it? So, things have changed. I'm not really that fussed. I don't really care about Tottenham, to be honest. They've called the game off, and they'll probably think it's the right decision for everybody's health. But it's like every other decision that they've made when it comes to this virus. It's a complete load of bullshit. So it doesn't matter that it's Tottenham. I don't really care. But anyway, it was obvious it was going to happen. As soon as they come out and said they had 8 cases or so, 8 positive tests or whatever it is, it was obvious they was going to call it off. But you've got a squad, you should play the game. But anyway, Barcelona just missed another chance from the edge of the 6-yard box. The player whose name I can't pronounce very well, Komocevic. Another opportunity. This was across from the far side, the right. Looked like offside, actually. It wasn't actually given as offside, but she missed anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then Dako's in chat. Thanks for tuning in again. He says, is this first England versus first Spain team playing disappointing again? Can even make it? No, we can't make a simple pass. No, you're right. We've been poor in possession of the ball. And yes, it's difficult when you've got a team like Barcelona who do pressure, like Chelsea did, force you into, maybe making a decision quicker than you want to. And that's when you make mistakes. And that's when the passes don't quite come off. So, yeah, it's difficult. It's a difficult game against a team that are much better than us for the second time in a row. We just have to accept that and hopefully learn. I think we've learned a little bit from the Chelsea game. Well, Nikita Paris now trying to get him down his right-hand side. The goalkeeper comes right out of the area. Good tackle, actually. And we have won a throw. But again, you see, we look like we're capable of creating some chances against this team. We do. And Empress 29 says there, this match sounds like the men's game. Yeah, it's similar to the men's game. Only we've got to understand that the team we're playing are the European champions. They are miles better than everybody else. And it's just the way it is. You can't criticise their effort so far tonight. I think they've been trying everything. They've given everything so far. We're just playing against a much better team. The thing is, with the men's team, that's every week. Whoever we play, we're second best usually. Even when we play the poorer teams, we still struggle, don't we? At least this Arsenal women's team, when we play mostly everybody else, we're going to win, aren't we? We're just slightly short. Bearing in mind, we've got a new manager. We've got a few new players. It's still a new team. This Barcelona team has been together for a while. They're a finished article, aren't they? And we're not. And this is the standard. And Chelsea as well, a similar situation for them, isn't it? Their team's been together a while. It's a similar situation. And always a bit of a problem here. Zinsberg has gone down inside the 6-yard box. No, nothing was near her there. It looks like she's got some muscle injury. She's going to get some treatment now, which isn't good. Is it a hip injury? She's had that actually recently as well, similar thing. So I'm not sure is it a thigh injury, possibly, but she's getting some treatment now. Jonas is just doing a little bit of Arteta coaching on the side with Jordan Nobbs, but it's only one player he's speaking to as opposed to Arteta speak to the whole team. He's just giving Jordan Nobbs 1 or 2 instructions in midfield, maybe trying to help us to keep the ball a bit better. That's what we need to do. We are now 3.5 minutes away from half time. It's Arsenal 0, Barcelona 2. And Jonas there is just speaking to Jordan Nobbs and hopefully coming up with a plan to get us back into this game. But it's not looking very likely, if we're honest. But General says this team can pass while we have problems getting our passing going. Well, it's because we can pass a lot better when we've got a little bit more time that we get in the WSL. But when you're playing teams like Barcelona, when you're playing teams like Chelsea, put you under pressure, you don't get that time to pick your pass. So you've got to rush it, make quicker decisions, and then that's when you make mistakes. And that's what's happened in these last 2 games. I think we need to try and keep a little bit of perspective. We are still top of the WSL, let's not forget. And I think that's important to remember. And most teams that we play in the league, we'll have a great chance of beating because we are better than most teams in our league. Unfortunately, when we come to the very top level of European football, we're not quite at that level yet. And we have to accept that. But, I don't think we're playing badly. Barcelona are a very good team. We have had 1 or 2 little moments. And I say, if we can score the next goal, whether it's before half-time or early in the second half, who knows? We may end up causing a surprise. And I remember the men's team came back from 2-0 down against Barcelona once, didn't we? And got a 2-2 draw. Do you remember? So it's possible. It is definitely possible. But we're obviously going to have to play a bit better with the ball, aren't we? We're going to have to attack a bit better than we have done, keep possession of the ball a bit better. But you never know. Let's keep going. Since Koga gave a better fight against them in the last meeting. Koga did in their home game on their plastic pitch. And I don't think that suited Barcelona. But anyway, we are hopefully going to go through and Koga out. So that's more important, I guess, than the individual games. Yes, obviously we want us to do better. Jordan Nobbs has done well here, actually. Plays a good ball. As Caitlin Ford got the pace, now the goalkeeper's out quickly. That was better from Arsenal. Jordan Nobbs did well there. So the words of encouragement from Jonas obviously had an effect. She played a good ball up this near side, looking for Caitlin Ford, but the goalkeeper came out quickly. Rajendra says there, so we need to improve our passing with less thinking time. Yeah, we do. We're not going to improve it in this game, though, are we? That's a process that needs to happen with more work on the training ground. And, that's just, maybe we need one or two better players who can do that to take us up the next level. We've got a good squad. But if we, and we've got a great chance of winning the WSL, but if we're going to compete at the top in Europe, we've seen, we are lacking and we are short, and we need a couple of better players to do that. And then we go from there. But let's not be too disappointed, because this week's been a hard week. It's been a tough week, and it's maybe brought us down. We were flying at the top of the league, and we are still top of the league. But let's get this game out of the way, and then look forward to Sunday, and hopefully get back to winning ways on Sunday against Leicester, and that'll give everyone a lift. And then we can hopefully go into Christmas top of the league, and that'll be nice, wouldn't it? But we are very, very close to half time now. There's 10 seconds of the 45, and then there'll be a little bit of stoppage time. I would imagine a minute or two. You never get much in the Champions League games, do you, usually? 2 minutes, in fact, it is. Yeah, there has been a couple of injuries, hasn't there? Zinsberger, of course, got some treatment. There was another injury to Jem Beattie as well, wasn't there, very early on when she got the ball kicked in her face. So a couple of minutes to play in this first half. Arsenal 0, Barcelona 2. And, yeah, that's probably been a fair reflection. We were probably fortunate to only be 2-0 down against Barcelona in the away game. I don't think we have been this time. 2 poor goals to give away. That's been a disappointing thing. That's the worst part of it for me. We've defended well for the most part, but we've made 2 mistakes. We've made another mistake now. Again, we've gifted Barcelona the ball. We're going to pay good defending. That was from Jem Beattie. But Barcelona still picks up the ball across into a 6-yard box. Zinsberger comes out there and does well. The combination of Zinsberger and Maritz there. Now Paris can complete the clearance. But again, we can't get the ball out. Barcelona looking to get this 3rd goal before half-time. Shot comes in from distance. Oh, and it is. That's a great goal, actually. It is 3-0. That was Ruffalo with that goal. She's been dangerous down that left-hand side. The left back, she cut inside there. Curled a shot from about 20 yards into the top corner. That's a great strike. Zinsberger had no chance. That's a very good goal. But again, we gave the ball away about 2 or 3 times in that. And that's a weaker foot, I believe, as well. On her right foot. Wow, what a finish that is. I think Zinsberger may have got a hand to it, but she couldn't keep it out. That's a great goal. That is a really good goal. She did get a hand to it, pushed it onto the inside of the post, couldn't quite get it out. That's unlucky, actually, from Zinsberger, who punches the slap. What a disappointing goal again to give away. Good strike, but we gave the ball away 2 or 3 times in the build-up to that. And again, if you do that against a team like Barcelona, you're going to pay. Gary says there, couldn't get the ball out of defence for the 3rd, paid for it. Yeah, exactly. We haven't been able to get it clear enough. And there goes a half-time whistle now. It ends on a massive high for Barcelona. It's been a good half for the European champions. And Andy says there, that was a wrong foot. Yeah, it was a wrong foot. Wow. A fantastic strike that was from Rolfo. Bonmati got the first, Tomoso got the second, and then that one from Rolfo there in the final few seconds of that first half. Arsenal 0, Barcelona 3. Very difficult first half of football that was for Arsenal. Not surprisingly difficult, because we know how good Barcelona are, but we've gifted them the goals, haven't we? Yeah, that last one was a good strike, but poor defending in the build-up to that. We gave it away 2 or 3 times. The first goal was really disappointing. Terrible defending there between Jem Beattie and Steph Catley. Gifted them that first goal after a fairly decent 20 minutes of defending. The second goal again was a cross from Rolfo from that left-hand side. She's had a good game. Again, poor defending from Arsenal and a simple finish from Hermoso from about 4 yards. Zinsberger maybe could have done better, but it came out very quickly from very close range. And then again, the 3rd goal, very good strike from about 25 yards, curled into that. Very similar actually to the goal that we conceded against Everton, wasn't it, on Monday? to Damari Gray. Very similar strike, cutting in from that left-hand side, a right-footed shot in off the post. Very similar goal, actually. And it is 3-0. And Empress 29 in. We have to do better in the second half, or else they could score a lot more. Yeah, they could score a lot more if they want to. I mean, I think before the game, I think most of us weren't expecting much different to this, really. It's disappointing for me that the way that we've conceded the goals, because Barcelona are good enough to score goals on their own without being gifted them like we did. Gary says there, Paris could have booted the ball down the pitch and the score would have still been 2-0. Yeah, exactly. But maybe they're encouraged to try to play football, aren't they? They're encouraged to try and keep possession, play it from the back. And that's what they're encouraged to do. That's the modern way of football, isn't it? You know, very, very rarely the players just boot the ball away these days. You know, it's a very kind of outdated way of playing, isn't it, unfortunately? And yeah, it's sometimes you do need to make those decisions for yourself and think, you know what, this has got to go. But you know, you can't really blame the player. I just blame the coaching, because that's the modern way of playing football. And when it works, it's brilliant. When it doesn't work, when you're playing a good team, that's the result. So yeah, she could have booted it away, but that's not modern football, is it? Unfortunately, and it's certainly not the modern Arsenal, whether it's a men or. And we conceded another goal again. Rajendra says there, this is like a Chelsea game, gifting the first goal and then catch up is difficult. Yeah, exactly. It is, yeah. And the ball not running for us in that last goal. Well, yeah, it didn't really run for us in the last goal, but we made it a bit easy for them again. That we gave it away. Catley again was at fault for 2 of the goals, the first 2. And then that is a great strike, that last goal. But again, we gave the ball away 2 or 3 times. And Jonas doesn't look very happy on the side, which you can understand why. I suppose now all we can look at in the second half is trying to restore a little bit of pride. You know, there's been 2 attempts from Arsenal, none on target, 12 for Barcelona, 6 on target, and 70% to Barcelona, 30% to Arsenal. We've actually completed 149 passes in the end, and Barcelona 419. Barcelona have only conceded 2 free kicks, although they did get a yellow card for one of them, and we've conceded 5. So that's the story of the first half. But the big story, the main story is, of course, it's 3-0 to Barcelona. Yeah, disappointing. Udako says that I said 0-4 previously after we were behind 0-2 before half-time, and now I changed my mind to 0-5 after they just scored the third. We cannot play like this. We need to strengthen the midfield now. Yeah, we need to change something. Whether or not the change is going to be made at half-time. We saw on Sunday that we needed to make a change at half-time and we didn't. So I don't know. I don't know what else we can do. You look at who's on the bench. We don't have a lot of midfield options on the bench. Do we? Leah Walty and Iwa Bocci, I suppose, could come on. But, you know, I don't know. I just want to see us keep the ball better in the second half and not keep making silly mistakes that we made in that first half. And, you know, we're not going to get back in the game now. I think that much is obvious. But yeah, too many mistakes there. Steph Catley's playing a little bit out of position at centre back. Very, very slow reaction to that poor pass from BT. Gifted Barcelona that first goal. Really, really poor that was. So it was a shame because we defended pretty well. Catley was moving away from the ball. And yeah, that was a problem. But I say maybe excuse her a little bit playing at a centre back position that she's not used to. We're missing Leah Williamson. We said that earlier. We've said it for about 2 weeks now. And it's becoming more and more obvious as we play against better teams and better players. The second goal wasn't really any better, was it? I thought Steph Catley was at fault for that as well. The cross came in and she didn't get anything on it on the edge of the 6-yard box. You've got to get something on that, haven't you, whether it's a head or whatever it is, and get it away. And she didn't manage to do that. And then no one had picked up. In fact, it was she missed the ball, hadn't picked up the player, and it was a simple goal. So yeah, Catley was at fault for those first 2 goals, definitely, which was, you know, but she's played out of position. She's got to do better, really, there. Zinsberg was a little bit unfortunate with that second goal, actually. It was very, very close to her. And then the third goal was just a catalogue of errors, wasn't it? We gave the ball away 2 or 3 times, freed man initially over on the far side. And then Nikita Paris, as Gary said, could have booted it up the pitch, didn't. And then we gave it away on the penalty area. And then a great strike, and we're 3-0 down. And it's a long way to go. It's a shame, isn't it? Because with the game being at the Emirates, I suppose it would have been nice to have at least kept ourselves in it for a little bit longer in the game. I mean, I did say initially when the game was switched that maybe the smaller pitch at Boreham Wood would have suited this game better for us. I think the bigger pitch was always going to favour Barcelona, the way they moved the ball, and they was always going to find space on this pitch, wasn't they? And that's what's happened, I suppose. I mean, would it have been much different at Boreham Wood? We'll never know. I personally felt as though it may have been, tighter spaces. We could have denied them as much room. Maybe it would have been a bit more difficult for them. I understand why they played this at the Emirates. It's the girls deserve to play at the Emirates more. But I just felt for this game, it was always going to favour Barcelona on this pitch, and that's how it's proven so far, isn't it? There's no doubt about that. Udako says there, maybe play 4-5-1 formation. We cannot catch up anymore. No, you're right. The game's done. Just don't let them humiliate us. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the key, isn't it? I say just battle for pride in the second half. Let's try and win the second half if we can. Get a goal. Like we did, we played over there. We did better in the second half. We battled better, and unfortunately, when you're 3-0 down, it's a little bit too late, isn't it? But anyway, Empress 29 says their ladies are playing unlike the men who I hear were dumped out of the Champions League into Europa. Yeah, they were last night. Yeah, they lost. I think they lost 3-0 actually, didn't they, to Bayern Munich, and have got knocked out of the Champions League, which is a shame. But this Barcelona women's team are a different kettle of fish, aren't they? They're head and shoulders above everybody in Europe. And, it's difficult for us losing 3-0, but, they beat Chelsea. They were 4-0 up at half-time in the final against Chelsea at the end of last season. So, just let's get a little bit of perspective here. This Barcelona team are head and shoulders above everybody in Europe. So we can't feel bad that that they're doing the same to us as they've done to everybody. They're winning games in their domestic league 9-0 nearly every week. So it just goes to show, doesn't it, how good they are. And they're a level above us, and we just need to accept that and get this game out of the way. I said let's try and compete in the second half a bit better. Let's try and get a goal back, give us something to cheer, and then put this behind us, and then focus on the next 2 big games: the WSL game against Leicester, and then of course the game against Hoffenheim now, where we're going to need a point to go through. So I think we may be able to lose by the odd goal or so after we did beat them 4-0 at home, didn't we? Gary says there, every Arsenal mistake equals Barcelona good scoring chance. Yeah, Barcelona mistakes equals, yeah, exactly. They haven't made that many, have they, to be fair, as well? They've made 1 or 2, but not many. And as soon as they make a mistake, they've got somebody there coming back to tidy it up and win the ball back. And that's the one thing that we haven't managed to do. We've made a mistake and we've been punished. But then that's what happens when you play against good teams, teams that are better than you. It happened to us on Sunday. It's happening to us again. It doesn't happen to us in the next 2 games because they're massively important, aren't they, that we do win. If we can win the next 2 games, it will change the whole mood. When it's easy to be a bit down. I think we're all down after Sunday. The men's games haven't helped, have they, either, over the last week or so. So it's been a bit of a tough week for Arsenal as a whole. And if you're a fan of the men and the women, it's made it even worse, actually. But anyway, we need to put this behind us. I say concentrate on the second half now. Let's try and restore a little bit of pride, get a goal back or something like that, and then look forward to Sunday, the WSL game. It's going to be a tough game, a quick turnaround, isn't it? Playing Thursday night and then Sunday. It's difficult. It's tough. But we are back at Boreham Wood, of course, on Sunday against Leicester, and we need to go out there and get that 3 points. That's what we need to focus on as well. Hideko says there, did we get a shot on target yet? No, we haven't. We had 2 shots, both off target, both, I believe, by Nikita Paris as well, actually. FA Cup misery going to happen again. Well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't think anything other than defeat tonight was what we would have expected, let's be honest. We wouldn't have expected to win against this great team. So, yeah, well, the second half now, it's all about restoring some pride and trying to, get this behind us, and so we've got something we're positive we can cling on to going forward for the next few big games. Virginia says here our goalkeeper needs to be better, as Zinsberger is not as good as we need. I disagree. I think she's had a good season, actually. You know, she kept us in the final on Sunday. She kept us in the game away at Barcelona. Yes, she didn't do great for that second goal. I don't really blame her. I think it's more the defence, actually. She is too slow, and her positioning currently is poor. Yeah, position has been a bit poor. I'd agree with that. That one of the goals, the second goal, wasn't it, on Sunday? Her positioning was terrible, and possibly one of them goals tonight as well. But overall, I think she had a really, really good season, actually. So I think our goalkeeper was good enough. I think maybe the defence in front of us is not quite good enough, and I think that's where we need to strengthen. We've seen with Leah out how weak we are at the back, and that's the area for me that we really need to sort out if we're going to be able to go to that next level. You know, I think we've got a great chance of winning the WSL this season. We're in a title race, and that's great. But if we want to get to this next level in Europe, we do need a couple of new defenders and maybe a new midfielder or two as well. And of course, if Viv does decide to leave, she may well do, then we're going to need a goal scorer as well, aren't we? So, but let's not worry too much about that for now. Let's focus on the players that we have got. You know, this game was always going to be tough. We need to get some perspective and you know look to the second half. I say get a little bit of pride, and then let's move on to the weekend and next week, which is a massive game now, isn't it? Because we need that point next week, don't we, to qualify, and that'll be that'll be good. You know, yes, we're going to come up against a really good team in the next round. It's going to be tough, but over 2 legs playing at Boreham Wood, I don't know. You never know, dear. I think we'll have a chance. Adako says there they interview the children, and these kids predict 0-4. Like these kids also have no hope anymore. This is Barcelona. Let's be honest. I mean, I would say, 9 games out of 10 in the WSL, we're going to win, aren't we? And we're just a little bit off that level, aren't we? In Europe, and that's it. Vijay says there. And a pattern for midfield, yeah, maybe, and Viv back in front. Yeah, obviously you'd want Viv on. Emma Bocci as well, had a little bit of quality, just sort of in those forward areas. She could come on in the second half maybe and do a job for us. But yeah, the defending is the problem, isn't it? We're not getting the ball forward. I mean, Viv can come on. How often is she going to get the ball? That's going to be the problem for me. If she does come on, how often is she going to see the ball? Probably not that often. Barcelona have just come back out for the second half in their bright yellow kit, which is quite smart. And Arsenal still haven't come out yet, so maybe Jonas is still making a few adjustments tactically, maybe personnel-wise as well. We'll have to see, because we need something a bit different in the second half. Otherwise, it is going to be a long 45 minutes, as indeed it was that first half. Some of these games fly by, don't they? But these last 2 have dragged because it's been tough, it's been hard, it's been a difficult watch. And we need more. I don't know what the official crowd is, actually. It looks quite decent, to be fair. The referee's back out on the pitch with the football, but so far Arsenal haven't returned. Not quite sure why, other than Jonas is going into them at half time and maybe making a few changes. Or maybe we're just keeping Barcelona waiting so they get cold, and then they won't be so ready for the start of the second half. It's good to see most of the fans haven't decided to go home and call it a day. I've just seen Harry actually in the crowd. Harry from the Arsenal Women's Show. I've just seen him on the telly, so that was nice. So that's good. I hope he's having a good night, even though the result isn't quite going our way. Jonas is back out now. He's done his work at half time. Let's hope he's done something. And see. Udako says there, I don't want us to score right now. Just stop them from scoring and I'm fine. Well, I'd like us to win the second half, actually. Even if we win the second half 1-0, that would be quite nice. And at least we've got something to take from this game. And I think the crowd at the Emirates maybe want to see a goal, don't they? They probably deserve to see a goal coming out on a difficult night, bad weather. A tough game, and we need to give them something to cheer about as well. But Arsenal are now in their huddle for the start of the second half. Rajendra says there, we need to get to be playing as a team. Yeah, we do. We haven't quite worked yet, has it? But you've got to give credit to Barcelona for that, because they have closed us down at every opportunity and made it difficult. But I say, it's the second half. Let's start from scratch. Let's pretend it's 0-0 at half time. Let's win this second half. So Barcelona are going to kick off. Arsenal attacking the goal to our left, which is, of course, the North Bank end at the Emirates, where the clock didn't have any fans in it. So the North Bank is where most of the fans are. So maybe that's going to motivate us to attack a bit more, attacking the fans behind the goal. Let's hope so. And I hope that we can, I say, win the second half. That's what we've got to do. And come out with a little bit of pride. Hideko says there, the only thing that makes me happy right now is the crowd. Great atmosphere. Impressed. No, it is great. And I'm so pleased that it's at the Emirates. It's just, I think, had it been at Boreham Wood, we may well have been able to get a better result, really. But anyway, it's good that we've got a big crowd in. We have to wait and see what the actual attendance is, but it does look good. And it's good to see. It's just a shame the girls haven't managed to lift their games significantly enough to be able to get a better result. But there's still 45 minutes to play. Let's hope we can do something in the second half and salvage at least some pride, if not actually a result. But again, the second half started with Barcelona in possession. Femini is forcing a mistake, but the referee gives a free kick. You're not allowed to touch these Barcelona players. You're not allowed to tackle them. You're not allowed to get anywhere near them, or it's a free kick. The same happened over there. They don't need any help, though, ref. You know, they're good enough players. They don't need to be helped out in the way that you are. And they can tackle and foul us, and it's fine. Nothing's given other than a throw there. As Femini found out, she was sandwiched between two Barcelona players, got thrown to the floor, and it's just a throw. Whereas we basically breathe on one of the Barcelona players, and it's a free kick. And it was the same over there. But anyway, Katie McCabe with his throw finds Caitlin Ford. There hasn't been any changes for Arsenal half time, actually. That was a poor ball from Katie McCabe again. She's not had a great week, has she, Katie McCabe, as much as we love her. She was poor against Chelsea. She's been poor tonight. And Barcelona again can come forward. This time it's down at the near side. Looking at Marta there, plays it up the line. There's a good ball, actually. Good covering from Kim Little. He's going to be a corner to Barcelona 2 minutes into the second half. Barcelona again on the front foot at the start of the second half. It must be boring being a Barcelona fan in their league when they're winning 9-0 every week. That was offside, Lino, actually. That was offside. It should have been a free kick to Arsenal. At least try and help us out a little bit. Anyway, it is a corner to Barcelona on this near side, which Alexa takes a short corner across the 6-yard box. Jem Beattie does well, reacts well, but again, Barcelona pick up the loose ball. And again, it's Alexa on this near side trying to wriggle some magic. Gets to the byline, but again, Arsenal clear, but not very far. Shot comes in from about 12 yards over the top this time from the goal scorer of the first goal, I think it was, Bomata there with the strike. But this one over the top of the crossbar. Caitlin Ford done well, actually, to close it down. Worked hard there to make it difficult. And that chance went away. And now Arsenal coming forward down this near. So surely that's a foul, ref, on Caitlin Ford. No, it's given as a throw. So Barcelona can do whatever they like, and it's not a free kick. Oh, actually, no, it is a free kick. Oh, it is a free kick. Well done, ref. I thought she'd given a throw. I do apologise to the referee there. That was definitely a foul. I thought she hadn't given it. Katie McCabe is going to take this free kick just by this touchline. Again, we go backwards to Steph Catley and then back to Zinsberger and to Jem Beattie. We've moved the ball right across the pitch over to that far side to Moritz, into Frida Manham. But again, Barcelona are forcing us back. Jem Beattie now goes back to Zinsberger. This time she kicks long, just about reaches halfway. That's another foul. Surely, ref, you've got to give the foul now. There's no advantage. No, she's not going to, because we won the ball with Nikita Paris. I'm not sure she was going to give it anyway. It was definitely a foul there in midfield. And the referee wasn't going to give it. And in the end, Nikita Paris did win the ball back. But again, we couldn't keep possession, and Barcelona again have picked up the ball. Rajendra says there, when we did play as a team, we had the ball to the centre and they capitalised with a pass where the centre, where our left back should have been. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem, isn't it? Every time we try to attack or keep the ball, as soon as we lose it, they're going to break on us. Katie McCabe getting stuck in there, trying to make an impression on this game, which hasn't managed to do so far. Daco says that we need to show some fight, press them hard for the next 45 minutes, let them sit back a little bit, then we can make some moves forward. The problem is that every time we do try to show some fight and press them, the referee just gives a free kick. But I think it's a goal kick here to Arsenal. The referee's just having a word there with the player who's got the long name that I can't pronounce. But it's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. I don't like the way the TV keep putting little screens in the bottom corner to talk to the presenters. We don't care what the presenters have to say. We just want to watch the game and get on with it. You're not adding anything to it, so shut up. Anyway, Barcelona are going to come in forward now. Ball played to this near side to Marta. She plays it on to the near side again. Cross comes in. Kate McKay blocks that one. But again, Barcelona keep possession. But that's a mistake now. Beth Mead can latch onto this ball. She plays the ball into midfield. That's a good ball, actually. This is good. Better from Arsenal. This is Jordan Nobbs. She's got Caitlin Ford. A good ball through. Caitlin Ford. Caitlin Ford's got a chance to score. Oh, straight at the goalkeeper. That's a terrible finish. I think the linesman's flag was up for offside anyway. But that was a dreadful finish from Caitlin Ford. The first time we've got in behind the Barcelona defence. Beth Mead, a lovely ball to Jordan Nobbs, who made a great run. She delayed the pass too long. It was offside. She was miles offside, but that's more down to Jordan Nobbs delaying the pass too long. And then that's a terrible finish, actually. Dreadful, dreadful finish. Gary says that Barcelona being free players to the ball, Arsenal just watch as possession is taken away. No outlet to play with the ball. No, exactly. They're closing us down. And yeah, it seems strange that they can get free players around the ball. And then every time we get the ball, we don't do the same. And if we do, then they've got loads of space somewhere else. It's all about movement off the ball, isn't it? And that's what Barcelona are very good at. And Daco says there, why was Ford obviously? Yeah, she should watch the line. Yeah, she should watch the line. You're right. And I think Jordan Nobbs should have played the ball earlier. She should have just got it out of her feet and played it straight away. She took too many touches, and then, Ford was so keen to get in behind, but she should have checked her run. And again, it's a free kick to Barcelona. No, they're playing on opportunity for Barcelona to get a fourth goal. It's hitting a crossbar, and Arsenal still can't clear it. Now it's off the line from Jem Beattie. Brilliant defending. That was almost the fourth goal from Barcelona there from Raffolo again, who's been probably one of those highlight players for Barcelona tonight. Again, Arsenal couldn't get the ball away. It was Marta on this near side. Actually hit the crossbar. Arsenal couldn't clear it. And when the shot came in from Raffolo there, Beattie was on the line to clear it away. But the corner comes in. Again, it's headed away, but only as far as a Barcelona player. It was like this when we played them away. It's almost like Barcelona have got 12, 13 players on the pitch all the time. A cross comes in again to that near post, but this time Arsenal do just about manage to scramble it clear, and it is actually offside, and Arsenal are going to get a free kick. 52 and a half minutes played here at the Emirates. It's Arsenal 0, Barcelona 3. It's been a very, very tough night again for Arsenal following that cup final on Sunday. It's been a tough week for the men and the women. It's not been a good week for Arsenal at all. Is it Catley now? Again, we're trying to play it out from the back, and again, Barcelona closing us down. Kim Little now trying to keep possession. She's not had the ball much, Kim Little, has she, in this game? That was an aimless ball played up the line. Beth Mead there has won a free kick. Oh, he suddenly won a few more free kicks. And Jonas seems to be wanting a yellow card for the Barcelona defender there. Marta it was who committed that foul. And Katie McCabe going to take this free kick just about on halfway. Actually, no, she's not, is she? Yeah, I think. There's no one forward to play it to. Now she does play it forward. That's a better ball into Caitlin Ford. That's a nice touch off to Beth Mead on this near side, right on the touchline. Again, she finds Katie McCabe into Caitlin Ford, but Caitlin Ford just has it taken off her. But Beth Mead in strongly there to win it back. That's better from Arsenal. Why haven't we done this from the start of this game? Getting stuck in and battling. Again, we forced a mistake there. Beth Mead now on this near side. She's been our best player, Beth Mead, once again. Kim Little now on the edge of the area, looking to try to wriggle some space. She's done really well, Kim Little. Really, really well. Needs a bit of support now. She's got it from Beth Mead. Ball dinked towards the penalty area. Jordan Nobbs is underneath it, but she got too much underneath it. And Barcelona can head it away. And now on the breakaway, this is going to be dangerous. Caitlin Ford is out of position. but Arsenal do defend that well with Katie McCabe, who hoops a long ball forward to no one in particular. Udako says their fourth goal is coming soon. Why their wingers have so much space? Yeah, no one marking their wingers. Yeah, they do seem to have a lot of space, but again, that's because we're trying to narrow the space in the middle, so there is space out wide. But Barcelona just their movement off the ball is good, and that's the reason, isn't it? They're just pulling us apart. And again, they've got the ball out wide over on that far side to the dangerous Ruffalo, who got that fantastic third goal. But again, Barcelona just knocking the ball through. That's a great ball, but Zinsberger's out to the edge of the 6-yard box to pick that up. And it is 10 minutes played in this second half. It's been a bit better from Arsenal actually since half time. We look as though we've got stuck into them a little bit more. We've had one or two opportunities. That was a crossing there, and Jordan Nobbs, and looked like Caitlin Ford was taken out off the ball, maybe inside the penalty area, but nothing was given, of course, because it wasn't a foul on a Barcelona player, and Barcelona have just won another free kick over on that far side. They do fall down a lot, don't they? It must be a Barcelona thing. And Jordan Nobbs is complaining to the referee, probably saying exactly that. And Mark's in the chat there says, I'm a retired school teacher. I had to learn 30 names or so. You have an incredible memory. I've got them written down, actually, to be fair, the Barcelona players, because I don't know them. But once they've touched the ball 2 or 3 times, I kind of know who they are, but I just can't remember their names. But I'm trying. I'm trying my best. But yeah, Barcelona over on that far side again, looking dangerous. A lovely ball over the top, but Moritz does well there. And now Arsenal can take too long. No, that was Jordan Nobbs. She took too long. She got the ball taken off her, and now Barcelona have got space on this near side. It's Marta plays the ball into the penalty area. Nice play again from Barcelona, keeping the ball well, as you'd expect. Can they get a cross in this time? No, they play the ball just to the edge of the penalty, but that's a mistake there. Kim Little's there to tidy up. Again, she's having to go around in circles because she can't get the ball away because Barcelona just press so much. And again, that's a poor ball out from Steph Catley. She's had a difficult game tonight. Well played, Beth Mead, winning it back off the Ballon d'Or winner. Maybe Beth Mead might be in the running for the Ballon d'Or next year. Who knows? That goes back to the goalkeeper, Caitlin Ford. He's putting the goalkeeper under pressure, but the goalkeeper, Panos, does well. And she's got it back again. The Barcelona goalkeeper plays it short to Pardes, plays it into midfield to Alexia. And Arsenal again managed to win the ball back. Beth Mead again. She's doing well in the second half. She's battling for every single ball. Looked like she wanted a free kick there, but again, it's an Arsenal player that's gone down. So the referee just says play on. Beth Mead stays down. And Alexia is the culprit again. Is she going to get a yellow card? Actually, she's already had a yellow card, actually. Maybe they're not going to send her off, are they? They're not going to send off the Ballon d'Or winner, are they? No referee's got the ball to do that. It's going to be match changes for Arsenal now. 3 players are coming on for Arsenal. Leah Walty, Mana Iwabocci, and Viv Miedemeier are all going to come on. You'd imagine Caitlin Ford will be going off. You'd imagine possibly Jordan Nobbs maybe coming off, or Frida Manham for Leah Walty. And who was the other sub I said was coming on? Oh, Iwabocci. So possibly Nikita Paris maybe coming off as well. Well, it might be Beth Mead now because she's still down receiving treatment, actually following that. Well, wasn't even given as a foul, but it clearly was a foul by the Ballon d'Or winner, Alexia, who isn't already been booked, but she's not going to get a second yellow card. Beth Mead actually looks in quite a lot of pain. So we're going to delay the substitutions just for a minute there. Dako says there, we cannot let them cross the ball too much. Only BT is tall enough to do a aerial threat. No, BT's done well defending crosses, actually. It's just obviously when someone's running at her with pace that she struggles. She's not blessed with a lot of pace, unfortunately. Beth Mead is now sitting up at least. It looks like a shoulder injury. Maybe her shoulder's popped out. She's been given some painkillers, actually, for that little problem there with her shoulder. But she's struggling a bit. But it's Caitlin Ford is going off. Not really her night tonight. She worked hard. She had one opportunity, which as a poor finish, she was offside anyway. And Viv has come on. She gets a great ovation. It is Frida Manham's gone off for Leah Walty. And it is going to be Jordan Nobbs to come off for Iwabocci. So they're the 3 changes for Arsenal. Probably wasn't Jordan Nobbs' night either, was it? Well, it's been nobody's night really for Arsenal, has it? Let's hope the substitutes can make an impact in this game. Looking forward to see what Iwabochi can do against this Barcelona team. Obviously, Leah Walsh's gone into midfield, Miedemeier up front. And, of course, Iwabochi's kind of gone into a central position just behind Miedemeier by the look of it. In fact, it almost might be a front two. Beth Mead has now come back on following her injury that she just got, which wasn't a free kick apparently, but there you go. Barcelona again coming forward. Leah Walty straight in with a tackle. Oh, look at that, what a surprise. It's Leah Walty wins the ball, the referee gives a yellow card, and Beth Mead gets wiped out completely. It's not even a free kick. Unbelievable refereeing again. Leah Walty won the ball, and once again a Barcelona player's gone down because you're not allowed to even touch them. You're not allowed to look at them. Ridiculous. No wonder they're winning games so easily. They get referees' help as well. Leah Walty just won the ball. And in fact, if anything, she was almost kicked after she won it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. She got a yellow card for that. That is ridiculous. That is probably the worst bit of refereeing I think I've seen. And there's been some terrible refereeing in these two games. Deco says there, this referee is terrible. Yeah, like the one we had over there as well. I mean, that's not even a foul, is it? Let alone a yellow card. Absolutely ridiculous. She just won the ball off her. She nicked it off her foot, and she's given a free kick and a yellow card. Ryan says this referee is awful, worse than the away game. Well, I don't know about worse. That one in the away game was dreadful. She's certainly no better. I mean, that was Beth Mead got absolutely assaulted, not even a free kick, and Leah Walty wins the ball and gets a yellow card. Absolutely unbelievable. It doesn't help that the Barcelona players make the most of every single challenge on them, I suppose, whereas we're trying to get on with the game, and that's maybe why. But there's no excuse for the referee being this poor again. And again, they do a stupid camera angle to go back to the woman reporter on the side of the pitch who's offering absolutely nothing of any need to do that, really. Let's just get on with the game, get rid of that stupid little screen. Anyway, Arsenal have got a throw, and yeah, I still can't understand the referee decision there. Jem Beattie there does well, controls the ball and then hoops it upfield, but again, it's a Barcelona player underneath it. Kim Little wins that header, lovely little touch from Miedemeier looking for her friend Iwabochi, but again, a Barcelona player's there. We're starting to try and close the ball down in twos and threes now. Regenda says they're trained that way. Yeah, they are. Barcelona have always been trained that way. They like going down and making a meal of it, don't they? They're about to make a substitution as well, actually, Barcelona. Ryan says there, it's like there is an Arsenal vendetta. Well, you'd have thought so, wouldn't you? But you're not allowed to say that, though. Jem Beattie plays it out to that far side to Leah Walty, to Nikita Paris, who's not really had the ball much in the second half. Iwabochi there, her first real touch, plays it back to Maritz, who plays it into Kim Little, now to Steph Catley. That's a poor ball again, but Beth Mead makes the most of that. Again, Beth Mead's fouled. We do keep the ball this time. Miedemeier, I don't think the referee would have given a free kick anyway. Iwabochi there plays it towards Katie McKay, but the Barcelona players got back and we have got a throw. That was better from Arsenal, though. I still don't think the referee would have given a free kick there. Beth Mead's just got absolutely clattered again, and they're just allowed to get away with it. It wasn't a great ball from Catley. I mean, that is a foul. That is a foul there from the player with the long name that I can't pronounce. And that may be why she didn't book her, because she wouldn't have been able to write all them letters in her book with a little pencil, maybe. But that was a terrible foul, and nothing's happened. Iwabochi now on this near side finds Beth Mead, who has certainly been in the wars. Dinkson across the walls, a penalty spot. Nikita Paris with a header at the far post, straight at the goalkeeper, though. But at least it's a shot on target for Arsenal. That may well be the first one of the game. 63.5 minutes it's taken us. Was a weak header really from Paris. It was a good ball from Beth Mead, picked her out at the far post. It was quite a tight angle, but she needed to head it back across the goalkeeper. Instead, it went straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. And as Udako says there is one shot on target. Yeah, the first one, it's only took just over an hour. But anyway, we finally got one. And let's hope it can be the first of a few. Barcelona now making 3 substitutions. Marta is going off, and it's going to be Jana coming on, Jana Fernandez. And luckily, the player with that long name's gone off as well, so that's quite good. So I'm glad they've taken her off, because I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. I'm not sure who's come on for her. Hopefully someone with a shorter name would be nice. And they're making a third substitution as well. Laker Martins is going off, and it's actually Caroline Graham Hanson who's come on. That's a nice substitute to have, isn't it? I don't know who the other substitute was that came on. I didn't see that. Let me see if I can find out who it is. Oh, Torrejon's gone off. I know we said that, didn't we? Marta Torrejon, yeah, she's gone off. And straight away, Graham's in, but Zinsberger's out quickly to clear that away. It's going to be a throw to Barcelona. So they've made 3 substitutes then. You've got Fernandez has come on, Graham Hansen's come on. I'll just put it on now. Oh, and Engel's come on as well. Engen, sorry, the Norwegian, has come on for Barcelona. And Arsenal done well there in midfield to win the ball. That's a poor ball from Leah Walty, but well played over on that far side from Emirates. But they're just too clever and too strong and too good for us, aren't they, Barcelona? Every opportunity, they're just getting the ball, winning it back, and then coming forward in numbers, which they're doing again. But Kim Little's there this time, plays it back to Zinsberger, who's put under pressure but clears it away, looking for Beth Mead. But it's the substitute who's come on there, Fernandez, who just wins that header ahead of Mead. And now Barcelona coming forward again with Alexia over to that far side. Kept him well, actually, there from Hermoso, who scored the second goal. And Barcelona not really playing with much urgency, but they're still a much better team. Jem Beattie heads that one out there. Surely that was a foul on Irabocci. Referee obviously says no. Miedemar battling for the ball, but again, Barcelona are too clever, too strong, and too good for Arsenal. Vijandra says, yeah, how much did Barcelona pay the referee? Who knows? Probably quite a lot. Although they probably wouldn't need to pay them that much, would they? Because it doesn't take much for referees to give everything against Arsenal usually. So anyway, Jem Beattie and Arsenal looking to try to get a foot on the ball, foothold in the second half. We've battled pretty well in the second half, to be fair. But no doubt we'll soon make a mistake and get punished, and Barcelona will score again. But anyway, we'll see. There's only been one shot on target for each team in the second half. Of course, our first one, that header. Harris, Beth Mead now again getting fouled, but again the referee isn't interested, and again she gets fouled, and again the referee isn't interested. And Barcelona can come forward down this near side. This is a great run. I bet that's a penalty. Oh no, the referee says no. Could have been a penalty there on Graham Hansen, but the referee actually didn't give it. Said that we got the ball. I think it was Katie McCabe with the challenge. So Barcelona aren't quite getting everything their own way. It's like the Nottingham Forest game versus Antwerp, says Rajendra there in the chat. The ball's played out to that far side. Barcelona now looking to get this 4th goal. They've not really threatened much in the second half. That's partly down to the fact that we've been playing, battling a little bit harder, but they do seem to have dropped down a level. Great cross it is there from Hansen. Cleared away. It's going to be a throw to Barcelona. It was Beattie with a clearance. It's going to be a throw to Barcelona over on this near side in the final third of the pitch. Barcelona just keeping possession. Ryan there in the chat says Leicester have been knocked out of the Europa League tonight. Well, I mean, they're just terrible, aren't they? They're halfway out of the Premier League, so it's not surprising. And Idako says, I'm really jealous watching their short passes almost perfect. Yeah, it's great football, isn't it? But they've got the players to do it, and it is nice to watch. Although in the second half, it's not really got them anywhere, has it? It's good possession football, pretty football, but it's not getting them anywhere. But then they don't need to. They're 3-0 up, so they're showing no urgency because they don't need to show urgency. It's almost like a training session for them, isn't it? At the moment, Arsenal are working hard and trying to do their best to try to get hold of the ball, but we just can't do it. We're just not quite good enough. And it's, again, for the second time in 4 or 5 days, it's a very humbling experience for the Arsenal women. It's been a really, really tough week, tough few days. And we just need to put these 2 games behind us and move on. And look forward to Sunday. Ryan says, in my opinion, if we played at Boreham, we I said that earlier on in the show tonight. I said that at the time the game was moved, that while it's great that they can play at the Emirates and they deserve to play at the Emirates in front of a big crowd, certainly the pitch and everything else has suited Barcelona much more. And I did fear that this may well happen. And yeah, Boreham Wood on a smaller pitch, we may well have been able to contain them a little bit easier and possibly had one or two more opportunities to score a goal. But anyway, it is what it is. And at least we've got a big crowd watching. And I say the girls get to play at this stadium for the second time this season, which is good. And I think it's the first Champions League game that we've played here as well. So a little bit of history as well. Unfortunately, the result isn't quite going to go our way. Nikita Paris does well again in the right back position. She's done well defensively tonight, maybe not going forward. She hasn't really had many opportunities to do much up the other end of the pitch. Although she has had her only shot on target, that header about 10 minutes ago. There's 20 minutes to play here at the Emirates. It is Arsenal 0, Barcelona 3. But Arsenal coming forward now. Beth Mead. Oh, she's done well there. Leah Walsh actually. Looks as though the ball wasn't going to reach her. And we have managed to keep possession for a little while. Jem Beattie plays out to that far side to Noel Moritz. Nikita Paris made a run there up the line, but the ball is not coming. Again, we're not passing it quickly enough. And Ryan says, have Chelsea not qualified yet either? I don't think they have, no. I think they need something in their last game as well, don't they, against Wolfsburg. So for us and Chelsea, I think we'll get the point we need next week. If I'm honest, I do think we will. But I think the game on Sunday is quite important as well now. Yes, it's good that we're playing Leicester, maybe bottom of the league, lost every game, their first ever season in the WSL, and it's a good opportunity for us to get back in the groove again ahead of that Hoffenheim game, and maybe restore a bit of confidence, because I think our confidence has been knocked these last two games. But you got to give us credit for the second half. We've battled away really hard actually, and you've got to give us credit for that, even though we haven't quite had the quality with the ball. And now come Barcelona again. Another cross in from that far side. Good defending by Jem Beattie. The clock comes in again towards the end of the 6-yard box. A header from Graham Hansen. A good save from Zinsberger. Two good saves from Zinsberger. Wow. That second one, I don't think she knew much about. It's hit her. It's a great double save that is actually. She's now gone down injured. Maybe surely the game has to be stopped. Well, that's a brilliant double save, that. The first save was good from the header from Hansen. And then the follow-up shot as well. I think that was from Hansen as well, from virtually a yard away. Good defending initially by Jem Beattie. The cross came into the far post. A good header from Hansen. A great save. In fact, it wasn't Hansen. It was Hermoso actually with a follow-up shot. That's the sort of sitter that Aubameyang generally misses. Although that was actually a good save. The first save was really good from Zinsberger. She got up quickly and she threw herself at it. It's hit her on the back. That's a great second save actually. Brilliant from Zinsberger. That first save is great, and then she gets up quickly in Aaron Ramsdale style. She turned her back on it, actually hit her on the back. I think she's winded, but that was a fantastic double save actually. That's probably been the highlight of the night from an Arsenal perspective. That double save was absolutely fantastic. Adako says, do you really think they can pass that good because the players' quality or the training methods and development? Well, it's both, isn't it? I think that the training methods and the development have created the good players. That's what it is, isn't it? I suppose. If any of our players go into this team, do you think they can pass that good? No, probably not, because they haven't had that same training and development, have they? And that's the thing, isn't it? You know, and that's what it comes down to. It starts at young age, doesn't it, with kids and stuff like that. That's how you get to be players like that. And I think if Arsenal are going to get to that level, we're going to have to buy these players to come in, aren't we? You know, I'm not sure. You know, the English academy system for both men and women doesn't produce players like this, do we? We just don't, or very, very rarely. We'll have one or two every so often. But, you know, Spain in particular produce lots of them, don't they? Constantly, one after the other. It's just a conveyor belt. And that's where we need to look at if we want to get some good English players coming through. I mean, international level, the Lionesses team are very good, aren't they? We've got a great chance of doing well at the Euros next year. Of course, it is in England as well. But yeah, you can see the difference in the quality, can't you? But Marcel have just given the ball away to Viv Miedemar actually, but now she's crowded out by 3 Barcelona players. I mean, how they can do that, and they still get space now. Turn a good block from Catley. Lovely feet on the edge of the area again. Arsenal just struggling just to get the ball away. But Barcelona had 3 players there around Viv Miedemar. Now Graham again, across the box. That's going to be 4-0. No, it's not. Oh, it is 4-0. That's the scrappy goal. And it's a Moso again with the finish at the far post. And that was a sloppy goal, actually. Another soft goal for Arsenal to concede. It was good play from Barcelona initially. We just couldn't get the ball away. Just the sheer number of Barcelona players there. It was a nice little 1-2. Graham's cross the 6-yard box, and she made a bit of a mess of it, Hermoso, but it did cross the line. Arsenal defending wasn't great either. Emirates and Beattie between them. It had already gone across the line anyway. Again, quick passing inside the penalty area, and she couldn't miss, although she nearly did. And it has gone in. And it is, unfortunately, 4-0. And it has not been a particularly good week for Arsenal. It's not been a good night. And Hermoso is now on a hat-trick, of course, as well. Regenda says Barca have a lot of foreign players. Well, they don't have a lot of foreign players. Most of their squad is Spanish. They've got a Swedish defender, that Ralfo, who scored the second goal. She's Swedish. Obviously, Martins is Dutch. And obviously, Hansen is Norwegian. But other than that, most of the others are all Spanish. So they don't have a lot of foreign players. We've got more foreign players than they have. And Ryan says, this defending is pissing me off. Now, I don't really blame our defenders. When every time we've got the ball, look now, Ilboc's got the ball. There's 4 players around her. Miedema had 3 players around her before. What are you meant to do with that? Do you know what I mean? I don't get it. David from the Out and Out Gunners podcast says, why did we throw the towel in tonight, Rich? Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think we've thrown the towel in. I just think we've just come up against a team that much better than us. We seem to throw the towel in on Sunday. I would say that. And Dako says that just showed how we're going to lose the ball in the air if we let them cross the ball. Like, yeah. Oh, we're coming forward now, Miedema, but she got around one defender, but there's another player there. It is like Barcelona have got 25 players on the pitch. Every time we get the ball, they've got 3 or 4 players around us, and every time they get the ball, they've always got an option or 3 or 4 options. And that's the difference. And you can see the difference in the level. And if we're ever going to challenge again and win the Champions League, again, we are still the only English team to win it. If we are ever going to win it again, you can see what level we're going to have to go to. It's been a masterclass again from Barcelona. And unfortunately, we've just been, we haven't really competed in this game. We've just been on the pitch running around a bit. And we've worked hard, and you've got to feel sorry for them there that we've come up again against a team that's much better than us for the second time in a week. And, it's going to be our 4th defeat of the season, our 3rd defeat of the season, but they've both been to they've all been to the 2 Champions League finalists from last year. Now, Hansen coming forward again down his near side. It's a lovely touch there. Beth Mead's in quickly. Oh, Hansen's gone down. The ref didn't give that as a penalty or a free kick for a change. And still, again, they're closing down so quickly. Beth Mead has absolutely been battered tonight. Dave says they're not starting Viv. Lotta Manham seems that they prioritise bronze. Manham did start. Lotta was terrible on Sunday. I'm not surprised she didn't play. Maybe we are prioritising Sunday and prioritising next week when we need a point. And we're more likely to get that point against Hoffenheim than we are against Barcelona. Let's be honest. And you can't say that's been a bad thing. It would have been a miracle for us to get a result tonight. Yes, losing 4-0 is not great. It doesn't look great, does it, losing 4-0 at home? Our first home defeat of the season. But, we're up against the best team in the world, probably. Ludeco says, are we too weak or are they too strong? Because we always lose each other. Well, I think it's that they're just too strong. Beth Mead won the ball there, so that wasn't a foul. Good decision by the referee, actually. She caught her on the follow-through. We're making another substitution now, actually. Simone Boy is going to come on for Arsenal, and Barcelona making another substitution as well as we get in towards the last 11 minutes of this game. So the Barcelona substitution is number 9 has gone off, Mariona, and she's been replaced by Kwazabi. And Jen Beach is going off for Arsenal. I still don't think she's 100% fit. She battled away well tonight. and she's going to be replaced by Simone Boy. And you can see where the problems are at the back. Anyway, Gary says there could have been a penalty kick. Well, I don't know. I don't think it was. You can see in the replay that was a good challenge on it. Yeah, it was a good challenge. As Janda says, I thought it was a good challenge. It's a firm challenge, but she won the ball. And yes, you caught her on the follow through, but yeah, it was a fair challenge. Well done, referee, on that particular occasion. Now Arsenal coming forward down his near side. Beth Mead lets it run well for Kim Little. Kim Little tried to thread it back through to Beth Mead, but Iwabochi does get it through to Beth Mead. Little nutmeg there on the Barcelona player there, and Arsenal was trying to build an attack down his near side, and in the end, Katie McCabe and Beth Mead got in each other's way, and then Katie McCabe gives away a free kick, and it's going to be a restart with Barcelona free kick. It was a Barcelona substitute actually that was involved in that, the Fernandez, who came on a little while ago. So into the last 10 minutes, Arsenal 0, Barcelona 4. Not been a great night, has it, to be fair, but I suppose if you enjoy watching the way Barcelona play football, it'll be a good night, but not really for Arsenal. Leah Walters picked that ball up. That's a great ball to Beth Mead. Oh, we're going to get a goal at the Emirates. Beth Mead inside the penalty. This must be a goal. Oh, it's a good save. Beth Mead couldn't finish it off, and the rebound from Iwabochi's gone wide. That was the moment there. Beth Mead, she has been the most likely all night, to be fair. She's the one player that you could say could probably get in this Barcelona team. Brilliant ball to her as well from Leah Walters. She got into the penalty. There was no catching her. Oh, she tried to give the keeper the eyes, and in the end, it was a good save with her legs, actually, from Panos in goal. Great play that was from Beth Mead. You'd have put your mortgage on her scoring there. Maybe she should have gone the other side. It was a good chance, though. And as Adaka says, oh, my God, Mead missed it. It is a good save, to be fair. And Gary says that Arsenal should have scored, just not our day. No, it doesn't seem to be our day. We could have scored. Yeah, we maybe should have scored. I thought that was a decent save, but great play from Beth Mead. Good ball, actually, from Leah Walters as well. But now Barcelona coming forward down this near side with Graham again, who's obviously looked good. She's come on a lovely cross, actually, across the 6-yard box, looking for Rolfo again, getting forward over on that far side, the left sort of wing back for Barcelona, getting forward at every opportunity. That's a great ball, a great run again. Boy, couldn't get there, but the cross was just too far in front by Graham, and it's gone behind for a goal kick to Arsenal. But that was the best chance we've had anyway, wasn't it, with Beth Mead? And I say she has probably been the player most likely for Arsenal. And I say she's the one player that stands out, has stood out in this game for us, and has managed to compete against Barcelona. Obviously, she can't do it on her own, but she certainly proved that she's good enough to play at this top level. Some of the others maybe have come up a little bit short again, haven't they? She's took a battering, Beth, and she's got on with it. And shame she didn't get the goal, actually, because I think she deserved the goal for the way she's battled all night. But unfortunately, the goalkeeper did well, stood up late, and then was able to save it with her legs. But she's done a poor ball there, actually, which has put the Barcelona defence under pressure. She's battling for the ball now as well. But again, Barcelona is so comfortable. Every single one of their players is so comfortable with the ball that even when they're under pressure, they can still keep possession. It is incredible, really, when you look at how good they are. Every single one of their players, even the substitutes that come on, are fantastic. You know, great with the ball. Viv now looks as though she's got a little bit of an injury, actually, but she's back up again. She was just over on her haunches just a moment ago, following that earlier challenge that she was involved in. And Arsenal again are being beaten in midfield. The ball goes out to that far side. It's the substitute, actually, who's just come on there, number 15, with that ball, trying to go around the outside of Moritz, who's defended well, actually. Well played at Noel Moritz there, good defending. Well into the last 6 minutes of this game. Deco says there, clearly we're not ready for a European stage yet. Need an overhaul next season. Yeah, I mean, we sort of scraped in, didn't we? And Rolfo's going off now. The dangerous player down that left-hand side. She's going off, and it's going to be Serrano's coming on. What a great game Rolfo had, a great goal as well. I think she's been the best player on the pitch tonight. And there's been a lot of good players on the pitch for Barcelona. I think she's probably the best player, and a great goal to cap it off as well. The Swede, maybe a bit underrated in a sense in this Barcelona team. Doesn't get as many plaudits as maybe some of the others, but she was brilliant tonight. And she's now gone off for these last few minutes. But Barcelona now getting in behind us again down that far side. Put a cross in it. The cross is deflected. The header comes in. Beth Mead's back defending now. She has been Arsenal's best player by head and shoulders, a mile above everybody else. She's been everywhere on this pitch tonight, Beth Mead. And even when things haven't gone her way in terms of, she hasn't got much opportunities in the final third of the pitch, that one chance a little while ago, but she hasn't let her head drop. She's got kicked and battered all over the place tonight, but she's just carried on battling. She battles away again there, wins the ball. She's been magnificent, Beth Mead. And that's the one bright spot of this game for me tonight, has been her performance as much as anything else. I think she's been fantastic. Shame she couldn't get that goal, because I say that would have been fully deserved. But anyway, Arsenal at least finishing the game with a little bit more possession. Katie McCabe now for Arsenal plays it short into Leah Walty, who's looked quite good when she's come on. She's just skipped past a couple of challenges there in midfield. Again, no one really running in front of her, so she had to go back to Katie McCabe now. Iwabochi, who's looked quite good since she's come on as well, actually. Tried to dink the ball in for the run of Miedemar, but again, it wasn't a great pass. And Barcelona just picked us off, and now they can come forward themselves with the first goal scorer, Bernardi. And now they're coming forward again, Barcelona. We've got pulled out of shape a little bit. We have got plenty of players back now, though. We're into the last 4 minutes of normal time. Barcelona just keeping possession, which is what they've done for most of this game. A cross now comes in from Alexia to the far post. And a shot comes in there. Again, it was Bamati at the far post there, the first time shot. Put it wide. It was a bit of a tight angle for her. A good run, a good ball over the back of Katie McCabe. Not sure Katie McCabe knew she was there, actually. And it wasn't a great finish. And it's gone behind for a goal kick. But again, Barcelona creating opportunities after opportunities. And Arsenal have only had 2 shots on target all night. Again, Beth Mead wins the ball back for Arsenal. But again, Barcelona win it. No, they don't. Beth Mead, Nikita Paz on that far side. She's played well, but now she's trying to get forward. Wasn't a great ball, actually, for Iwabochi, to Nikita Paris. Rebecca in the chat there says, what I can't understand, our Barca players can find space, even we already squeeze our players. So no, it's incredible, isn't it? It's like they're playing with 15 players on the pitch. They always seem to have 3 or 4 players everywhere, don't they? They've always got 3 or 4 options. When we've got the ball, we're closed down by 3 or 4 players, and I don't know how they do it. It's incredible to watch. And it just goes to show that's the level that you've got to get if you want to win the Champions League. You need to get to that level. You need to be able to do this against teams like this, because these are the best. And this is why they're the best. And Regenera says there, we need some high speed and energy players with stamina for 2.5 hours. Well, yeah, we definitely need more pace as well in the team. We don't have a lot of pace, do we? That cross there from Fernandez was blocked by Katie McCabe, but still Barcelona keep the ball, keep possession. And again, Arsenal just trying to keep some shape. We've been ragged at times. We look quite compact early on, but since we conceded the first goal, we have got quite ragged. And Graham again tries to get across, and that's better from Steph Catley. She was maybe at fault for the first 2 goals, but she battled away hard there. And you can't fault the effort of the Arsenal women tonight. I think they've given everything. We've just not, we've been outplayed by a much better team, and we just need to accept that and move on, and know that we're not going to come up against teams this good at all in the WSL, and very rarely ever. So, we need to understand that. Cross comes in again towards that far post. It's just an Arsenal head. I think it was Kim Little just managed to flick it behind for a corner to Barcelona into the last 90 seconds of the 90. And it was Kim Little, just got the little flick on that to go behind for a corner to Barcelona. And it's going to be Graham over on that far side. Caroline Graham Hansen, the Norwegian, brilliant player as well. She is. She was only on the bench tonight. She's come on. She's looked very, very good, it has to be said. And that's a corner into the 6-yard box. Lindbergh punches it, which he could have maybe caught. It doesn't go very far. I think Barcelona are going to get another opportunity. No, Arsenal do scramble that one away. Comes to Beth Mead on this near side. And again, she's just pushed over by a firm challenge from Barcelona. You have to say they're good players, but they certainly don't mind getting stuck in, do they? And they've certainly got stuck in on Beth Mead on a few occasions tonight. And that one there was given as a free kick. And Regenda in the chat there says that they have one central defender and the others are raised. Yeah, well, they don't need to defend, do they? Because they just keep the ball. Hideko says, I wish every week so we can improve the team in the WSL. This is a good lesson. It is a good lesson, yeah. And I wouldn't want to play them every week because if we played a team like Barcelona every week, we'd be bottom of the league, wouldn't we? Because we'd lose every game. But yeah, playing them every so often is good because it is a lesson. You know, we've been given 2 lessons now in the last couple of days. There's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time, which we've just gone into now. Have we got time to score a goal at least? We had that one big opportunity for Beth Mead. Katie McCabe is now complaining that there's no for her to throw back into play, and not quite sure what's going on. She's complaining is it the ball boy or whatever it is on this near side. The referee is getting her notebook out for some reason. Not quite sure what's happening. Not sure what the referee is doing. Oh, she's giving Beth Mead a yellow card. Oh, that's nice. Beth Mead's been fouled 100 times in this game, and she's just got a yellow card. I'm not quite sure what for. But anyway, that's another strange yellow card that we've got. I don't know what that was about. I don't know what Beth Mead did there. She's been fouled 100 times. She was pushed in the back, and then she pushed her back. And why aren't they booking the number 3 for Barcelona? She pushed Beth Mead in the back, and Beth Mead reacted. And Beth Mead's got a yellow card, not the Barcelona player. That doesn't sum up how corrupt these officials are in Europe. Actually, I wouldn't mind being out of competition like this. I'm glad Arsenal aren't in Europe for the men's team, because this is what you get every week. We've had this against Barcelona before. Now, this is why I hate European football. It's why I hate Barcelona and I hate the European referees, because they're just so corrupt. Katie McCabe now inside the penalty. McCabe has a shot. It's into the side net and deflected. Arsenal are going to get what is only our second corner of the game, deep into stoppage time at the end of this game. Beth Mead again was at the heart of it. Katie McCabe ran at the Barcelona defence. That might have been on target, actually. It just took a deflection. That's actually really annoyed me, that bit of referee in there. Beth Mead got clearly pushed in the back. The referee does nothing. And when Beth Mead reacts, Beth Mead gets a booking. And that just sums it up for me. Katie McCabe's corner, not a bad corner actually to the end of the 6-yard box, but it's a Barcelona head that gets there. Steph Catley now is going to pick this ball up, plays it up the near side, so McCabe gets it back. Catley digs the ball towards the penalty spot. It's a good cross. Nikita Paz, the offside flag's up. It did fall to Miedema at the far post. This has been the best bit of play from Arsenal all game, actually, these last few minutes of stoppage time. We'll have to see if Paris was offside when that cross came in. The flag certainly went up early. But anyway, it is a free kick to Barcelona around the penalty spot, which the goalkeeper takes. She made that one good save, the Barcelona goalkeeper, to deny Beth Mead. And now Barcelona again are going to probably end this game where they have done for most of it, which is in possession of the ball. And I say you can't criticise Arsenal's work rate tonight. I think they've tried their best. They've given everything. Unfortunately, it's just not been good enough. And Regenda says they're offside for what? Well, yeah, I don't know if she was offside actually. But anyway, it's a poor kick out by the goalkeeper. But again, we can't pick the ball up. Barcelona are too strong physically. It's almost like they're like superheroes, superhuman beings, aren't they? They're strong, they're quick, they're just much better than us in every single, not just us, let's be honest. They did this to Chelsea in the final, didn't they? So it isn't just us. Let's try and keep perspective. They do this to everyone they play. You know, they score 4, 5, 6, 7 goals every single game. So it's not just us, is it? Decker says there, last time in the first leg, the media asked Jonas if he was afraid to face Barcelona. Jonas replied, no. I guess after 2 games loss, he needs to think it twice. Well, I don't know. We don't want to be afraid to play anybody, do we? And I don't think we've played with fear tonight. I thought we played with fear on Sunday. I don't think we've played with fear tonight. We've just come up against a team that's just miles too good for us in every single department, every area. They're fitter than us, they're stronger than us, they're quicker than us. And there goes a full-time whistle. It has finished at the Emirates tonight. It's Arsenal women 0, Barcelona 4. We were given a bit of a lesson, let's be honest. We kind of expected that we hoped that we could produce something special, produce a performance and get a result. It hasn't happened. It's finished Arsenal 0, Barcelona 4. Most of the damage was done in that first half. We were quite good for 20 minutes defensively. We then gifted them a simple goal. A poor pass from Jem Beattie. Steph Catley was asleep, and it was Bamata ran in. And I know Catley got back and tried to make it difficult for her. The little Spaniard fired the ball across into the far corner to make it 1-0. Just very soon after that, we conceded a second goal. It was a cross from the left-hand side from Rolfo, the edge of the 6-yard box. Jem Beattie and Steph Catley both missed it, and Hermoso was there to turn it over from about 3 yards. It was straight at Zinsberger, but it came out so quickly she wasn't able to keep it out. And then just before half-time, we conceded a third goal. We gave the ball away 2 or 3 times on the edge of the box, couldn't clear our lines. It came to Rafaela on the left-hand side. She cut in and hit a fantastic shot of her right foot in off the far post. Very similar goal to the Mari Graves for Everton against Arsenal the other night. And that made it 3-0 at half-time. It was game over. There was no way back for Arsenal from that point, of course. The second half, we battled a bit harder. We worked a bit more. We closed them down a bit quicker, but they were still far too good for us. And in the end, they did get a 4th goal. It was a scuff finish at the far post by Hermoso, actually following a cross from substitute Graham Hansen. Good ball over to the far post. A bit of a scuffy finish, but it went in to make it 4-0. There was a great double save, actually, from Zinsberger in between that. Header from Graham and then a follow-up from Hermoso. Fantastic double save from her. Our best opportunity of the night was a great ball from Leah Walter, who'd come on, put Beth Mead in. Beth Mead was our best player by an absolute mile tonight. She got in behind the Barcelona defence for the first time. Did a nice little dummy. Looked like she was going to slide it into the corner, but the goalkeeper did well and saved with her legs. That was our only real opportunity. Nikita Paris did have a header earlier, a weak header straight at the goalkeeper. They had only 2 efforts on target. And yeah, it was a lesson for Arsenal. The referee didn't help with giving everything to Barcelona players every time they went down, pretending to be hurt. Whereas we didn't get hardly any free kicks at all. Beth Mead was kicked from pillar to post all night tonight, and ended up getting a yellow card because she got pushed in the back and didn't like it and reacted. So that kind of summed up the referee. Really, really poor, corrupt refereeing again in Europe. We're kind of used to it now. That's the way it is. Not that that's an excuse why we lost, because it isn't. Barcelona are a much, much better team than us. They don't need the help from the officials, do they? Just let them get on with it. You know, they're a physical team. They give as good as they get. In fact, they probably give more than they get, but they certainly don't get punished the same, do they? Anyway, it has finished at a rainy Emirates tonight. Arsenal 0, Barcelona 4. Much better team we lost to. Let's keep some perspective, though. We are still top of the WSL. We're back in action on Sunday, of course, playing Leicester, bottom side Leicester, an opportunity to keep our lead at the top of the table before, of course, the big game now in the Champions League next Wednesday evening away in Hoffenheim. We need a draw in that game to guarantee going through. I believe even a 1 or 2-0 defeat may be still enough to put us through, but we don't want to lose the game. We want to go there and get the result. Hopefully Sunday we can regain a little bit of confidence, because we've had a bit of a humbling over the last 2 games, haven't we? A 3-0 loss against Chelsea, now a 4-0 against Barcelona. We'd scored in every game this season before this. So obviously shows what, 2 great teams that we played. We just didn't play very well. We missed our best defender, Leah Walty. We maybe lack a little bit of quality elsewhere as well in midfield, in defence. And we're not offering enough of a goal threat against these good teams, are we? Unfortunately. And we've come up short. But I say, let's keep some perspective. We are still top of the league. We played the bottom of the league team at the weekend. So let's bounce back then and ahead for Hoffenheim, of course, next week, where we need that draw, don't we? So, yeah. Adeko says there, do you look at our players quite small on average compared to, but yeah, they are quite small. Yeah, we're not as physical, are we? And Glow again in the chat there says, I really don't know what's wrong with the entire Arsenal overall. How can they put Iwabochi and Viv on the bench? Yeah, maybe we're thinking ahead to the weekend. Maybe that was the plan, and maybe they're both not 100% fit, perhaps, and perhaps that's why we ended up with 32% possession, so 68 for Barcelona. So a little bit better in the second half in terms of possession for Arsenal. We did have our only 2 shots on target as well. Hoffenheim did win 2-1 away at Koga. So that sets up nicely for next week, doesn't it? With 3 points ahead of Hoffenheim. We've got a much better goal difference, 11 goal difference. So I think even a even a reasonable heavy defeat would probably put us through. Although if it's on head-to-head, we are 4-0 up against them, of course, from that first game. So we need a draw next week to guarantee going through anyway. So let's focus on that. Let's focus on Sunday and let's try and get this result that we need. Empress 29 there. It wouldn't seem so bad if we'd got a goal, the better team. When, same Beth Me didn't get that goal because I thought she deserved it tonight. I thought she was brilliant. Deco says there, do you notice that? Oh, we've had that one, haven't we, about the players being small yet? Empress, have a good night. Do you have a good night yourself? Yeah, thanks for tuning in again. Hopefully see you tomorrow for the Arsenal Women's Show at 7:30 with a panel. We're going to look back on a very humbling week for the Arsenal women, actually. After a great start to the season, we've come back down to earth, haven't we, this week? And Deco says 2 shots on target, well done. Yeah, we did well to get 2, didn't we, in the end? One of them in particular was a great opportunity, wasn't it, for Beth made a good save in the end. We couldn't even get the goal. So, that's that. Really not a great night for Arsenal, but I don't think, you can't fault their work rate. I thought we gave everything. We were just beaten by a much better team in every single area of the pitch. So that's unfortunate. But there you go. They are the champions of Europe. And we only just about scraped 3rd place in the WSL last year, didn't we? So, this is where we are. We are a new team as well. So let's remember that. And let's not get too down about the last couple of games. It's been a good season overall so far. And as I said, we are top of the league. So let's remember that. So that's that for tonight. And thanks all you guys for watching. I know when these games are on YouTube live, it's difficult to get people in to watch as well. So thanks to everyone. All your comments as well has been really great. The usual guys, Adako, Vajandra, all you guys, Empress 29 as well. A couple of new guys in the chat as well. Glow, thanks for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe as well. Dave and Ryan as well were in. Great to see you guys as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to say tomorrow we've got the Arsenal Women's Show. Regendra says there's refs in the UK are against Arsenal, so the Euro refs know they can book Arsenal players without any criticism. Yeah, just go against Arsenal, you'll be fine. And Deco says there, can we confirm we are through? Hoffenheim need to win and score at least 7 on us. I don't know if that's how it works. I don't know if it might go on head-to-head. If it does, obviously we did win 4-0, so maybe as long as we don't lose by more than 4-0 next week, we should be fine. But we definitely need a point to guarantee it. I'm not sure if it's goal difference or if it's head-to-head. Either way, we're in a massively great position, aren't we, next week? But having said that, we still want to go there and get a result. We don't want to go there and lose the game, do we? We want to go there and win and prove that we deserve to be second place. I mean, 12 points. If we get a win next week, that'll be 12 points in the group. That's not a bad effort, is it? When you look at it, so we'll settle for that. 12 out of 18 when Barcelona are in the group. So, we beat everybody else. We've done well. And we're through and see what the next round brings. The gentleman said, I believe it's head-to-head with the same points. Yeah, that's what I think it is, So as long as we don't lose 5-0 next week, we'll be, or by 5 goals, we should be fine. But let's get a draw. Let's go there and win, but let's at least get the draw. So thanks all you guys for watching. Thanks for the comments in the chat as well. Fantastic. Keeping me company through what was a difficult game to watch again. But it is what it is. We're still in a great position to get through, which was the target at the start, wasn't it? The target was to get through to the knockout stage, and we're almost there. We just need that 1 point next week. So let's hope that we can get that. Regendra says Hoffenheim, we should beat them 3-0. Well, I just want beating would be nice. 1-0 will do me. Let's just win that game and finish the group off well, and then we can put this to bed till the new year and focus on the WSL either side of Christmas and the start of the FA Cup as well in the new year. So lots to look forward to this season. Let's not get too down about it. It's been a tough week. We've played 2 very good teams and we haven't quite been good enough, but we've got a lot to play for. Lots of great games still to come. Lots of great stuff on the channel as well. I've got the Arsenal Women's Show tomorrow with the usual gang, of course, Amar, Matt, and of course Andreas. We will be looking back on the cup final in a bit more detail. We'll be looking back on this game as well. Probably not spend that long on this game, if you're honest, because there's not much we can say about it. So join us tomorrow for 7:30. We'll also be looking ahead to Leicester on Sunday and Hoffenheim as well next Wednesday. So big show tomorrow. That will be at 7:30. So please join us for that. And then on Saturday lunch or Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock kickoff, it's Arsenal versus Southampton in the men's section. There'll be a great watch along of that as well. Full match commentary as always. I'll go live about 2:45 with the team news and a bit of build up, and I'll say full match commentary there. Arsenal bias commentary, which you don't get anywhere else. And then on Sunday, Of course, it will be the Watchalong Arsenal women at home to Leicester, bottom of the league Leicester. We need to bounce back. It's a good opportunity to do so. So looking forward to that as well. That's a 6:45 kickoff in the evening, so I'll go live about 6:30 for that. So still loads coming up on the channel over this weekend. Andy says, thanks. It's the next game against Barcelona. That's the important one in the final. I'm assuming that you mean. Let's hope so. Daco says, we are 9 points on +4. Hoffenheim 6 points, but -7 goal difference. Yeah, I think it is on head-to-head, though. So if they beat us, we'll both be on 9 points. So it'll go on the head-to-head results against us and them. We did win 4-0 before, so we are in a massively good position. But let's win the game. Let's get it done. Regenda says, we need to see where we lost our mojo after the Chelsea game. Well, we'd kind of been losing a little bit before. Some of those performances, Tottenham away was a bit sloppy. Man United away, we ground it out a little bit. We need to bounce back against Leicester. Let's get a big win against them. Go over to Hoffenheim, get the job done, beat Brighton, and then we've got the Christmas break where we can regroup, rest up, and come back in the new year firing on all cylinders. And we still got the league to win. Let's face it, we're in front in the league, aren't we? We've got tough games coming up in the new year. We know that. Man City away, Chelsea away, but we are top league. We need to enjoy it. We need to get some perspective and hopefully, get these next 3 results out of the way, and then we can look forward to Christmas and the rest, and then come back in the new year, hopefully with the Champions League knockout stage to come as well. Who knows who we're going to get in the draw? We'll have to wait and see. So, but yeah, thanks for you guys for tuning in. Regenda says they're coming to Arsenal and be positive for the men's team as well. Yeah, we need to try and be positive. Southampton on Saturday, of course, so I'll be covering that game on the channel. So stay tuned as well for that. But I say the Arsenal Women's show tomorrow is going to be a cracker, really big show. There is lot to talk about. A big week just gone, another big week to come as well, as has been the case quite often with the Arsenal women's team this season. So that's tomorrow at 7:30. So please join us for that. And then I say the 2 watch-alongs at the weekend: Arsenal Southampton Saturday and Arsenal women against Leicester on Sunday. So loads and loads to look forward to. So please give this a like before you leave as well if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't enjoyed it, give it a like anyway, because it doesn't cost anything. And why not? You've come along and watched it, so you might as well give it a like, mightn't you? And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so as well. We're on the road to 1,000. We've got a little way to go yet, but all your help and support would be much appreciated on that as well. Regenda says, great show. You should have 12,000 subscribers. Well, I'd like to get 12,000, but I need to get to 1,000 first. We need to get to 800 first. We're still on 700 and something. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I'll say stay tuned tomorrow at 7:30 for the women's show, where we will talk about this game and the others as well, the cup final and stuff like that as well. So loads to come. So please like, share and subscribe for some great Arsenal content, Arsenal women's content as well on this channel. The best commentary on YouTube. That's not my words. That's been said. It wasn't me that said that. I'm just repeating what's been said. So, but it is, I do enjoy doing these shows, and you guys they do seem to enjoy them as well. And Regina says, that's the fans that go see the Arsenal women. Oh, the 12,000, yeah, that's right. Yeah, everyone who goes to watch the Arsenal women should come and subscribe to the channel. But anyway, maybe they will eventually. We'll see. But anyway, it's always great to see you guys in the chat. I do enjoy doing these shows, and I'm glad you enjoy them as well. I look forward to tomorrow night to chat to the guys. And yeah, so that's that for tonight. I'm gonna go and have a lie down after all that excitement, and I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30, and then of course 2 big watch-alongs at the weekend. We need both Arsenal teams to bounce back this weekend, don't we? We want 2 wins this weekend. We had a couple of weekends of that, didn't we, a while back? The Arsenal, the men won, the women won. It was great. So we need to get a weekend like that, because the last week has been quite poor, hasn't it? 4 games, 4 defeats. Not great, is it? But anyway, things can only improve from here, can't they? Regenda says, great comments. No, thanks, mate. Thanks for your support. It's really appreciated. And everybody else as well that supports the channel. Really, really do appreciate you all. And I look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow. So in the meantime, and as Regenda says, took my line there, come on the gunners indeed. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for the Arsenal Women's Show at 7:30. And in the meantime, of course, look forward to that, and I'll speak to you later. Of course, as always, if you finish the same way, Reden's already said it, I'll say it again. Come on, you gunners, come on. We need to do better, don't we? Let's have a good weekend now. This is gone, move on, let's go. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, speak to you soon.